That'll do. That'll do. I can't really be asked for anything else. Right, big up every single one of you that's locked in. We are back for another therapy stream. Fucking brilliant. Fucking great, guys. Smash the likes. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Apologies for the lateness. I had to pattern 5 things we learned, and that took an age to get through. And it took even longer for me to render these pictures. So, yeah, everything just longed itself out a little bit. But we are back live. We're here again. Great. We're here to talk about more drop points in the season of giving, because all we ever seem to fucking do this month is give. And yeah, this is jarring. This is jarring. I'm here to just vent. I'm here to listen to what you guys have to say, and I'm here to just get everything off my own chest as well. But yeah, shout out to chat. Big up to Fielder. Big up to Slime. Big up to Jordan. Big up to Jay Collins. Big up to Just Guru. Big up to Lime. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Emmanuel. Big up to Ryan. Big up to Lyrical Legend. Big up my G. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Keep hitting the lights. Keep subscribing. And yeah, this whole season feels so fucking bleak, man. So fucking bleak. We already got a few super chats in here already. Fucking hell. Yo, big up to Brian. Big up my G. Saying big up Lewis in the chat. I tried supporting Maresca, but I have had enough. Sack this bold fraud and bring in an experienced manager and not a project one. But you see that last part that you said? Bring in an experienced manager and not a project one. Do you really believe that we're going to do that? If you were to tell me that you're bringing in Enrique or some sort of proven winner, I'd be like, cool, lovely. Maresca, big up for the Club World Cup and everything. Off you go, mate. I'd be with it. But you know what we're going to get. We are going to get Liam Rossini. We're going to get Lampard or someone else that ain't proven. So, hey, whatever. Like I said, Maresca he can hold smoke like everybody else. Like a Jabbo, that thing that you brought up to me yesterday about the 16-point swing is fucking damning. That is a damning statistic. And that isn't just the window. That is also decisions that have been made in game, and that comes down to the manager. So he can be held accountable like everybody else. Now, my main thing is always going to be the same, that the root cause is the sporting directors. That is the big problem. That is the main problem. But if man want to have the manager out, or they want to criticize the manager, I get it, man. I get it. Too many points have been dropped. Too many bad decisions in game. Manchester United, Brighton, Sunderland, fucking Leeds, Bournemouth, this game. Because I look at the substitutions, right? The one thing that surprised me is, like, I don't get why we took Palmer off. And this ain't going to be me saying that Palmer was amazing in the game. I don't think he was. But we're drawing 1-1. And it's a 3rd v 4th tie. Yo, keep my best forward on the pitch. We have had a week off. You've just told me he can play 90 minutes. Leave him there. Let him play with Esteval. Take Garnacho off. Put Esteval on. Move Neto to the left. And have Palmer and Esteval cooking on the right-hand side. And that might be enough for us to formulate a few more chances. And if not, well, I'm not pissed about the subs then. You kept Palmer on the pitch. If Palmer didn't do anything and we still lost the game, shit, whatever, man. You made the right subs. But I'm surprised we took Palmer off. I am really surprised. Because, look, I get it. We have a game in a couple days' time. It's 3rd v 4th. Like, this is the most important thing to me right now. This. I don't think Bournemouth's form has improved anyway. I know famous fucking last words going into Tuesday. But I don't think their form's improved still. Yeah, they still ain't got a win. They still haven't. Play Palmer for the fucking 90. I don't get why he did that. I don't get it. But yeah, a shout out to Brian for the donation, man. Shout out to Brian. Big up to you. Honestly, I'm multitasking. From Chelsea 1 to Aston Villa. Let's save that. I'm literally editing this video and putting it out while we're live too. I've had to multitask because I have had the nastiest hangover today. You know why? The reasons are fucking obvious, but yeah, it hasn't been a nice hangover still. It's been fucking frustrating as hell. But yeah, whatever. One way to get through this fucking defeat, innit? You know them ones. Boom. That is the thumbnail pattern. Lovely shit. What was the other donation? Big up. I've been supporting this club since 1984. And we're a mid to lower league club and even got relegated in 1988. Yeah, you've definitely seen the bad times and the good then. But I'll be real, I don't get the point with that one still, though. But thank you for the donation. Still, like, big up to you, man. We do appreciate you. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. We've got over 300 plus in here. And shout out again. Big up, my G. You're saying, because we became world champions, don't let that fool you. The model isn't working. Don't let it go back to how it was in the 80s. I'll know who to blame. The owners for ruining this great club. Facts. Facts. The thing that I use with being world champions and everything is that this should be the fucking standard. This should be the fucking standard. Play like world champions. You have that badge on your chest for a reason. Act like it. That game, I still don't know how we didn't fucking kill him off for 60 minutes. I still don't get it. But what we did was we let Emery's game plan work to fucking perfection, which was just sit in a mid-block and just hope they don't kill you off because our forwards are not clinical. And what happened? Alejandro Garnacho slowed down everything. We had Pedro Neto over-touching. And in the second half, by the way, the amount of times I saw Esteval making runs into good space and Pedro Neto was just straight ignoring him. It was driving me fucking insane. João Pedro, Cole Palmer, a pair of them were anonymous. And it speaks volumes that the only goal that we scored came off João Pedro's shin. He didn't even mean it, man. He didn't even mean that. He didn't even know that it came off him. That was the only way that we got the ball into the back of the net. Now, we probably should have got a penalty. We probably should have. And that might have led to a different result. But even if that was the case, we're going to look at this game and think, damn, I weren't the greatest, but at least you're leaving with a victory, I guess. But that might have been papering over the cracks, if anything, still. Big up Jabbo saying, I'm starting to clock something. Cup competitions get this fan base too giddy and delusional. Consistency is important and it is brought with standards, both within the team and the fan base. Look, I get that though, because like cup competitions, winning trophies is still winning trophies. Now, we still want to be good in the league in spite of that. And we know the reasons why we're not. But still, I ain't going to look down on winning a cup competition still, though. Because, like, that's still trophies. It's about trophies. Win. Win. Win and keep winning. Because when you're having a season garbage like this in the league, if you're winning cups, cool. At least we're winning cups. Because that is the main aim of this sport. Win trophies. Fucking hope we leave this season with something. Because for me now, this league season, I can't be asked for it. You go and get top 4 because I expect it. And I'm not going to celebrate it if we get it. It's not going to be like Forest away last season. Like, Forest away was fine because that's the first time this core group of players have got top 4. Progression, nice. Don't ask me to celebrate again. No, we've been there, done that, lovely. You go get top 4 because I expect this team to always be in the top 4. Or a Champions League football, even if it's top 5, that's going to look embarrassing. But you go and get Champions League football, and that's it. Now you need to get a cup with that as well. Because I don't really give a damn about the league now. I'm just going to be there watching it because Chelsea's on my screen. I want Chelsea to win. I want Chelsea to do better. But, yo, my main aim now is winning the cups. That'd be so real. Go and win the cups. Go and win every cup that there is to win. Because this league, we fucked it up. Too many bad games. Too many bad performances. Yeah, Maldini, I know. You got it again, man. I wanted to believe. I knew what I was walking into with that, but here we are, man. Here we are. It is fucking pathetic. Yeah, Maldini, that is facts. Big up Sai for the 2 memberships. If you got a membership from him, please give thanks. Please give thanks. Yeah, that was it. Don said you had the 2nd best team in the league. Well, look, that's something for Don to say, isn't it? But I wanted to believe we could get 2nd or 3rd because I maintain that this league is not good. The difference is we're here not being good too. We have 1 win in December. I still can't believe the stat that Jabbo brought up. The 16-point swing on Aston Villa is disgraceful. Don't get me wrong, winning trophies is important, but especially competitions make this fan base and this team believe we are something we ain't. See, here's the thing, though, because, like, you genuinely don't know what Chelsea is going to come out. But that just means, like, it's so unpredictable to think what happens next. The next game that comes up, it's the most Michael Owen quote in the world, but it could just be a win or a loss. Because you just don't know what team's going to show up. Or how we're going to manage the game. Or what the quality of the depth that we have as well. Because that was another thing I saw get brought up by the manager yesterday. The quality. He said, in this moment, it's difficult to analyze because we need to realize how to manage the game in a better way. It can be experience or it's something that we need to analyze. That's a hint at a lack of experience. But I think that also should be a hint at, like, we're not managing games well enough. That comes down to players. That comes down to the coach as well. Because some of the decisions that you make in-game, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really don't. It is fucking dry. Shout out H, man. Big up. Good game and everything. Well, we should have won that. But we played with our food too much. And then, shit, we turned into food. We turned into fucking food. Emery did a fucking job on us because he knew our forward line was not going to be shit. And here we are with our forward line not being shit. Cucurella, like, he's a doubt. He's a doubt. Oh, shit, stop the crossbar. I didn't see that. Maresca is not the problem. The squad is mid. He's making some problems, but he's not the problem. I'm not Maresca out. I'm not anywhere near Maresca out before anybody even asked me that point. The root cause of everything are these windows and these sporting directors. That is the root. And I will maintain that. Sometimes Maresca does make questionable choices. He does. Like, I refuse to believe it's just Chelsea just disappear at Christmas. No. That's such entry-level IQ and all of that. I said Cuckoo's been mid as fuck this season. I think it's more this month, but even then, that could come down to him just being overplayed. I don't know what's going on with Hato. We clearly don't trust him. I'm seeing rumors now of like Ajax wanting to bring him back on loan. I'm just thinking, damn, what was the point? What really was the point, man? For everything that we seem to do in this window, is yet again going right back to just changing all of that. We yet again should be looking out for another winger. I'm seeing Patty Altman on his account. He's meant to be in the know. He's saying Maresca wants 2 centre-backs now. Not even 1. Now we need 2 centre-backs. The only good thing I saw from that potential brief, though, is if we don't get top 4, the sporting directors might foot the blame. It's just, I find it so hard to believe that because they just gave both of them a 6-year extension. Just unwarranted. And while they give themselves a pat on the back for getting Chelsea to the Club World Cup, then when we don't perform in the league, they put all the fingers at the manager. Oh, we've treated Maresca nice. We've given him a pay rise. We've given him a pay rise. He was at Leicester. Of course you fucking gave him a pay rise. The fuck? You lot want to pat yourselves on the back for all the good that the club does, and when bad things happen, you want to point the finger at the manager. This is the same manager that you briefed with the targets of top 4, by the way. You brief top 4, and then when we show inconsistencies like a top 4 side, you want to point the finger straight at him and not your ability to strengthen the squad when you have the opportunities to do so. Pricks. Every single one of them, pricks. Man said, I need a ball-playing centre-back. You said, I have internal solutions, guys. How was that internal solution for the first goal? How was that? Lovely ball playing from Badiashile there, and then being flat-footed like a motherfucker. Chalobah, I'm not even really that mad with him. I think he could have done better in the duel with Watkins, but he's already out of position because he's trying to block the shot from Morgan Rogers, because we know what Morgan Rogers is like from range. He's been caught in 2 separate situations because Badiashile decided to be an idiot. But hey, internal solutions. Fucking joke. You lot are the ones, not you lot in the chat. Man are saying internal solutions. Then when the internal solutions don't work well, you want to just point all the fingers at the manager. How about you self-assess yourselves, you fucking dickheads? How about you look at yourselves? Because we all called this shit. I'll be right, I didn't think the wingers were going to be this fucking bad. But yo, we all called this shit. Garnacho won't move the needle. Gittins you don't know about because you've barely seen him play this year. The centre-backs, we needed centre-backs. Levi Colwill, our best performing centre-back in 2025, goes out injured for the whole season, and we just say, don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. Look, you got tossing, mate. You got fucking tossing. You got Badiashile, mate. You know what? If it really gets bad, if it really does, I'ma bring you Disassi. We got ball players. Alright, man. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, shout out Stop the Crossblood. I'm not Maresca out still, by the way, but lose to Bournemouth and gargle on those pet balls again. You can fuck off. Yo, what would the state be if we don't beat Bournemouth? I need to have a little look at that. I need to just have a little look at that. So if we don't win, and I swear if we don't win, I'm going to be... This Bournemouth side have been so garbage this season. When was their last victory? When was their last victory? The 26th of October, 2 months ago. They have had 2 wins since the start of October. I dare you lot. I dare you lot, mate. Swear on my fucking life. This is a fucking joke. Give me a sec. Just got to... Just before Alex gets annoyed, because this is way too late. Boom. That is 5 things we learned live. Thank God. I had to drop that. I was too late. Yeah, I don't even want to think about playing him twice in a week. Or maybe we should have just gone for him in the summer, you know? Both the monies that we spent on Gittins and Garnacho, you could put that down towards one Semenyo, and then we're fine. One Semenyo. But nah, man, have to do pet projects. Joe Shields got to bring in his little City Academy graduate, and Paul Winstanley's got a hard-on for Garnacho. All right, man. All right, man. I hate you. Better fucking not. You better fucking not, man. You don't put me through this shit just to go and hand the groomers 3 points. Allow it, bruv. Allow it. You saved your big players for that. Yeah, the bridge atmosphere is dead. It's been dead. Man, I only turn up for the big games. That's it. The atmosphere is only good when you're playing a big team or if you're winning that big team. Also, what was the chat saying about McAtee? I did see that. I was just too busy going off on a tangent. James McAtee. Chelsea are among the clubs to have checked on James McAtee. Enzo and Maresca is an admirer of McAtee, having worked with the under-21 at Man City. Leeds, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Sunderland are also interested. Who reported this? The name. I need a name because it just says the Daily Mail. And even that seems to be like a think piece, so I'm not going to say too much on it. But, you know, just allow my name being linked with another City Academy grads. Just allow it. Allow it, man. Who reported it, by the way? Who reported it? I need names because it just said the Daily Mail. I don't have a lot to go off with that. So I might need to help me with that one still. Oh, Kellyman's at Cardiff, and who gives a shit anyway? You know them ones. Let's say Kelly, but we good, man. Anderson over Enzo plus Simon Phillips. Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave that. He said that we're in for Oscar Bob too. Fucking hell. Fuck me, man. Yeah, look, Joe, all of them need to go in that crime intro. Every single one of them. Elliot Anderson, though, like, we need someone that can carry the ball. So, like, I wouldn't mind that, but, yo, you're going to get priced out like a motherfucker for that one. Big up Karan saying, we're the next Arsenal. I can see it, for fuck's sakes. We're only the next Arsenal if we stop winning. I'm going to maintain that one. But the way we're handling these windows is very Wenger Arsenal-ish. And I don't like that. Like, these lot do not know how to, like, jump the gun a little bit. Like, we have put ourselves in a great position, getting back into the top 4, winning 2 trophies, winning a World Cup. Build on it. Nah, what we're doing is working. We're going to sit back and tell you again after winning a World Cup to accept a top 4 challenge and a run at the Cups. Remember that briefing, guys. Remember that briefing. Top 4 and a run in the Cups. Trying to see if I can find that tweet. Yeah, here it was. Straight from Matt Law, man. Straight from Matt Law. Injuries, red card seems the biggest factor in recent results. Chelsea's target is to finish in the top 4 and have a little run in the Cups. A run in the Cups. Do you not even understand the club that you bought? Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Run in the Cups FC. You're a joke. Yeah, bruv. Aki, this is what we decided to bring after winning a World Cup, mate. Buonanotte. Liam Delat fucking Brock Lesnar reincarnated. Dun, 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 dun. That's all he knows, bro. He came in and got a yellow in 2 minutes. Fucking bum. Garnacho, speaking of. Now we're trying to tell me that he had a good first half. What? He had one good cutback and a decent cross. One. I say a decent cross. Gittins, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Holy mid. Asugo, whatever, man. You don't even see him. He's just been injured. Here's what it is. Santos. Look, I rate Santos as a player. He ain't really moved the needle like that too much this season, but I also do think he needs a bit more trust as well. João Pedro, cool. Esteval, cool. We weren't even from this summer, so I'm not even giving him the credit of that. That was from the last summer. And Jarell Hato, who just seems to exist here. What a fucking window, guys. Well, what a sensational window that is. Watch Vila fold at Arsenal. Ain't no way, but I fucking hope not. Just gotta hope he don't. When is the protest? Nothing will change until owners are out and the model is shit. I don't know, but like I don't think this club would do a protest well. I don't think they would. You saw how messy the last one was. Just a bunch of people there for a bunch of different purposes. Nothing happened, and then man just got aired afterwards, and they didn't even keep it going to the next game. A protest ain't gonna do nothing. It's not. Because you can't unite this fan base. This fan base barely gets united. This is why I always say Chelsea's biggest rivals are Chelsea. We're too busy infighting to actually have a serious rivalry with anybody else. So look, that ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen, bro. I'm so real. Just ain't no way. Big up to Yerp saying, is that Bino Gittins? So Jamie Gittins, all comps with Nacho with half the. He's got more GA all comps than Garnacho with half the minutes. Oh, yeah, fucking. Should have just had one of them. One of them. And there wouldn't be a problem. But nah, you gotta do both of them. Well, one mid and another mid. Great. Great. They can both be mid together. Fucking lovely. Fucking lovely, man. This is an absolute disgrace. That whole game was an absolute disgrace. How long until Palmer leaves us? Dude seemed angry yesterday. I have no worries about Palmer leaving, but I get him being frustrated because I didn't get why he came off. What I will say is I don't think he was great. I'm not gonna be like, wow. We shouldn't have taken him off. He was cooking. I just want to keep my best player on the pitch. That's just it. Keep my best forward on the pitch that you've told me can play 90 minutes. And like, if we still lose after that, I'm not going to be annoyed at you because you kept him on the pitch. The most baffling thing about those substitutions was why did we not keep Esteval and Palmer on the pitch together? Because instead, we left Esteval there with Neto just completely ignoring him on that right-hand side. And there was a great opportunity to play him in. And what does he do? Head down. Let me try a shot that got blocked. All right, man. All right. Okay, man. I know he wanted the lap. Gittins, I don't know too much with. I really don't. But I'm sure he pushed for the lap because I think Pi said that one on his burner. Let me just confirm quickly. Let me just confirm. I'm sure he wanted the lap. I'm not so sure about Gittins. No, that's too far back. Well, there might not be anything on there. Oh, but maybe not. I don't know if I can find it. If anyone else can find it, you put it in the chat. When he saw them both, both mids, I'll be so real with you, man. Both are fucking mid. Like, how you see a system that is designed for wingers that are good 1v1, good at dribbling, good at maximizing their touches, and then you bring me Pedro Neto and Alejandro Garnacho together. I don't get it, man. I don't get it one bit. I saw this going around in August. No, not in August. This is from April. The worst dribble success rates in the Premier League from last season. 2 out of the top 3 fucking start for us every week. Alright, man. Yo, big up to the sporting directors. You know them ones. Big up to the sporting directors. We have a system that relies on our wingers being good 1v1, and these are the 2 that are starting for me week in and week out. Alright, man. Alright, great. Lovely. Cool. This is why the root cause will always go back to the sporting directors. Because it just has to. It just has to. The mismanagement that we have made out of the last 4 windows is an absolute disgrace. It is a stain to this institution. It's a fucking joke, man. Yes, this is it. This is why you should have just put the money down for a proper good dribbler. Not Garnacho and Neto. Well done to the sporting directors and well done to Igbali for enabling this shit. Because it's all 3 of them. It's all 3 of them. Igbali looks at all of this, so he's like, alright, cool. Hey, this is great. We are on track. We are on fucking track. Okay, man. Don't forget, top 4 and a run in the cups. Maresca even said back in September he didn't think we were able to charge for the Premier League and the Champions League. I wanted to not believe it. I put my head down into the sand, and here we are again, and that's been vindicated too. Alright, man. Gotta try and find that one as well. I want to bring that up on the screen for you. You said that, apparently that was said back in September. Yeah, that was it, from Rahman Osman. Those close to Maresca say he genuinely believes his squad isn't good enough to compete in both the Premier League and the Champions League this season. Maldini, honestly, it was just how garbage the league was. Then I just thought Maresca would find a way through. I really did. But, hey. Silly me, innit? Silly me. I'll own up to it, though. It's fine. It's fine. I chose to believe, and we didn't get it. We didn't get it. Fucking great. This is such a depressing season, man. These man saw that we were fatigued coming off the Club World Cup, and they brought no security. Yeah, Marty, I know, man. I know now. We're garbage as well. Great. Fucking great. Ugh. Does saying it make the team give up? I think that's why he hasn't outright come out and said this. This was September 29th. September the 29th. So that would have been after the United game. Just making I'm making a wild guess. Probably, I think it's the United game. Where is it? No, the Brighton game. The Brighton game. Yeah. There's levels to it. There's levels to it. He's still fucked up too many games, and we still shouldn't be this far off. I accept that. But yeah, we just completely failed to prepare for this season. That's what happened. Bro, why don't you hold your owners as the main culprits? Well, for me, the sporting directors are the ones running the day-to-day operations, so I just focus on them more. But Igbali can definitely get thrown into that too, because he's the one overseeing both of them and enabling it. So yeah, it's all 3 of you. It's all 3 of you. Igbali, Winstanley, Stewart. Those 3. Simple as that. Dumb, and dumber, mate. Big up to AH saying, how do you watch 3 p.m. games in the UK? Get a VPN. Get a VPN and buy Peacock and Paramount Plus. No, buy Peacock and you'll be good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about Mr. I Only Know Man City Academy players. Yeah, my bad. Joe Shields, number 4. The EU wants to ban VPN. Well, we ain't in the EU, Fraser, so we'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. Keeping Maresca is the main reason why on-pitch results this season are the way it is. Again, I don't agree with that. I think it is a factor because he's making bad decisions in game, but yo, centre-backs, they all suck. They're playing like garbage. Even Wes, I believe, is our best centre-back. He's making too many errors leading to goals recently. You need to pattern up. The wingers suck. They fucking suck. Our out-and-out 9 is Liam Delap. I don't care what anyone says. It's a downgrade on Jackson. That's a downgrade on Jackson. And we've had Cole Palmer injured half the season. So I'm not going to say that's the main reason. I think that's a load of BS, personally. But you can hold him accountable and say that he's made mistakes too. Sorry, but the biggest problem, the root cause, is the transfer windows. Because if you just handle the transfer windows properly, we're not making these complaints. And again, in spite of that, Maresca's made bad decisions in-game. I respect that. I fucking respect that. Name one good... Bro, we literally should have beaten Everton 5-0. What are we talking about? Literally 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Everton should have been 5-0, but we employ Alejandro Garnacho. So, oh well. Maybe another time. Bro, I'll be real. I don't even care about bringing Jackson back. I don't. He chose to leave. He chose to leave one bench to sit on another bench. Like, what's bringing him gonna do? The fact is, like, Liam Delap looks like a fat-ass downgrade on him. Yeah, and Jason, I think they're too strict with the model. That's the problem. And then they don't even listen to the manager when he demands certain profiles for an already strict model. So I don't get it. You want to do this whole youth thing, then listen to the manager when he demands certain profiles so he can manage the team around that. The fuck? That's where the main problem is. But they want to just stick to their strict model because they want to pat themselves on the back because of where we are so far. It's not about where we are so far. It's about where we want to get to. It's a fucking joke, man. It's an absolute fucking joke. And bro, I just told you, Everton, we should have won that game 5-0. The last games before that were probably Burnley and Wolves, but I don't want to bring those up. But even then, Spurs came up before, and we should have won that 4-0. That's why it comes down to an entire group of situations. The crap window, forwards who are fucking brain dead, centre-backs who are fucking brain dead, poor in-game management at times, and sporting directors with their heads in the sand. There's a whole group of problems. An entire group of problems right there that we just have just let fester into this shit show that we call a season. Fucking ridiculous. If the model sucks, it goes all the way down. Yeah, I hear that, but like there's levels to the blame. Like there's different percentage levels. I've got Maresca on the lowest percentage. Iqbali's sporting directors, garbage decisions from players, and then Maresca's decision making. That's what I think the problems are. But it's in that order for me. Now you can debate whether you want to change that or not, but that's just the way you perceive it. Certain filter on players you can buy. You can't buy Mateta and Semenyo because of wages. The real issue is the model, and yeah, and how strict they are on it. How strict they are. But that's it specifically. And also just the inability to listen to the manager. And also, like, you can't buy Mateta and Semenyo because of wages. I kind of disagree on that. Mateta ain't on anything, like, crazy. And he's not got a string of clubs trying to buy him. He's on 50k. Semenyo is on 75. You could have done either of those in the summer. Either of them. And that would not have been a single problem to this model. They're not going to be like, I need 250k. Because if they want that, I'll be real, you can fuck off. Neither of them should be on those wages. It's not that. It's not that. The problem is how strict they are with the model. But I don't think that's going to stop us getting Semenyo, because the whole thing about this model is buy these players before they become big names. But what do you want to do? Inquire on the 11th hour. A Semenyo, would you like to let it all work out? We can do the Eze story over here. We will swipe you from Man C. Let it all work out. No. We're not doing that. And he's not doing that either. He wants to go win a league. Not play a story. The fuck? Semenyo will be on 200k. That's not my point. My point is you should have gone for him in the summer when no one else was going for him. That's the point. This whole thing about the model is about getting players before they reach a level of a Semenyo where the rest of the league is looking for them. But instead of going for Semenyo, we decide we're going to fucking go for this guy. Alright, man. Cool. You watch Alejandro do the square root of nothing as a player with the 5th highest minutes for Manchester United last season over Semenyo, who was cooking with Bournemouth last season. He might have dipped off a bit towards the end. When did Garnacho even have a good run of form to dip? When? Mr. I have the worst dribbling accuracy in the league last season. Like, where's Semenyo on this list? In fact, I need to check something just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it, bear with me. I knew it! I knew if I searched. There you are. There you are. Get these sporting directors out. Get them the fuck out, man. There you are, man. There you are. And he's a dual winner too. Cool. Cool. Nah, it's not even the age thing. These men just had their heads in the clouds. Fucking jokers, all of them. Fucking jokers. I knew if I typed Semenyo's name on there, I was going to find some dribbling stat that would piss me off. And there you are. These idiot sporting directors. Is there any from last season? Is there any from last season? Yeah, there's your last season one. Oh, fuck her. She's an idiot. Oh, my goodness. And here we are sitting there with some of the wingers of the worst dribble success rates. Cool. Cool, man. I say getting success. I don't know his, but like he didn't play for half of last season. He didn't play for half of that. Yeah, who is that Brazilian scout we got, by the way? Who's that Brazilian scout? I need to know his name so I could at least like push him away from the criticism that I've got. If you know the name, let me know. Allison. No, I do not need to get her on stream. Like, fucking hell, bruv. There needs to be a quality control. If I want a Maresca Alta that will speak some sense, I'll chat to fucking Asma or I'll chat to fucking Alex. I did not say that shit. You can fuck off. You can fuck right off. You need to go to Bournemouth. I'm solo. I mean, it's a good night out. What happens when we don't get top 4? I'm not sure, but Patty Altman said on his account, he's meant to be in the know, that directors are to be taken blame if the club can't finish in the top 4. Ain't no way, man. Oh no, you're thinking of Chelsea Fan TV, Alex. Sorry, I mean Russian Alex. I mean Alex. You already know. Oh, go to Bournemouth. Nah, fuck, I already sold my ticket, man. Now my next game is Charlton. Charlton's my next match. I'm gonna do Charlton and Arsenal, and that'll be me for the month. I might do Paphos as well. I could do the loyalty points. But yeah, inside Chelsea, some believe coaching tactics. No, I am not going to the Etihad. No, I'm not. Why? Anytime I go to Manchester, I see a loss. Fuck that. I can't even go out because it's a Sunday 5:30. I'm good. Inside Chelsea, some believe coaching tactics at tough times of the match are still not great. I think your fucking management of our windows aren't fucking great either. Maresca wants 2 new centre-backs this January, which says he's lost faith in the little centre-back quality that we have. Fair enough. Yeah, man said going to the Etihad. All right, man, sure. Directors to be taken blame if the club can't finish top 4. Funds are there, but the directors don't want to overload. What is this waffle, man? What is this bullshit? Allison Marines. Thank you. I'm going to start that. Big up for that one, bro. What is this BS about the directors don't want to overload? All right, man. You give me 50,000 fucking wingers and like a ton of other right backs, and but we don't want to overload the centre back. Go fuck yourselves. And also, you don't believe in these wingers because you wanted to try and inquire about Semenyo. So we don't believe you anymore. I actually think that these sporting directors might have clocked too late that they fucked up in the window. So you expect me to listen to a word that you say? Fuck off. Fuck right off. Fucking jokers. Fucking load of bums. These men learn everything too late. Everything too fucking late. How many times do you have to say, if the fans figure it out before you, you might not be good enough? Fucking joke. Shout out Jimmy in the chat. I've just seen you there. I'm going to drop the link in a couple minutes. Ugh. Fucking jarring. That tells me they think the season... No, you forgot the briefing. It's about top 4 and a run in the cups. Because that was the target after winning a World Cup. I want top 4 and I want a run. I want a run in the cups. Fucking joke. But you can get the fuck out of here with your minerals hype, bro. That brother was here trying to tell us to keep Havertz and Mount, and you want to talk about minerals was right from day one. Shut the fuck up. Fuck off. You want to tell me he was right about things? Be selective about it. This isn't a top 4 race. We are competing for 4th place. I hate that we're back in this. I really hate that we're back in this shit. Fucking joke. No, not you, Fielder, man. Not you. Fucking embarrassment, man. This whole thing is an embarrassment. I barely even spoke about the game because I'm so angry about the way that we've just gone into this season. But the first half, first 60 minutes, we should have won. We did enough to win, but standard Chelsea with these standard garbage forwards just love letting teams back into the game. We love to do it. You're stupid, by the way. That's crazy as well. We need goals. We need creativity. Bring Havertz and Mount. Aye, man. Cool. That's going to be what saves us, man. Because they're definitely not going to overtouch things. They're definitely going to be creative. Man said Havertz over the lap anyway. Oh, someone might have said that one. Someone might have. Fuck me, Liam Delap sucks. He's so shit, man. I can't be arsed. And even João Pedro and Delap didn't do... I mean, João Pedro and Palmer didn't do nothing. I just maintain that in terms of substitutions, you should have kept Palmer on for 90. Not saying that he was fucking amazing and he was brilliant, but we're drawing 1-1. It's a 3rd v 4th game. We need to stop ourselves from being cut off from the top 3. Yeah, keep him on. Just keep him on. And if he don't do nothing and we lose the game anyway, then all right, I'm not blaming you for that. But he should have kept him on. I wanted to see him and Esteval on the right-hand side instead of Pedro Neto just playing by himself on the right-hand side. Just airing Esteval for fun. Fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke. Emery did his thing, though. You gotta give him credit for that. Even though, like, we just let his game plan just get work to perfection. And Badiashile, yeah, look, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. They would bitch and say we never sub Palmer. Then they're idiots. Sorry. They're idiots in that case. I'm not going to help stupid opinions. You know them ones. Or just stupid takes. If that's the case, and they could be annoyed about that, keep Palmer on for the 90, and I've got no complaints with the substitutions. They do it already. Yeah, look, like some of the Maresca outers are just intolerable. I think that's the right word for it. Some I feel like you can have a good debate with. The rest are just all intolerable. Last time they said he don't trust his squad. I barely trust his squad. You know? I barely fucking trust these lot. I'm fucking fuming, man. Right, let me get this link sent out anyway. I think I've managed to get everything that I wanted to get off my chest. So we're going to send this link out. Smash those likes, so big up to every single one of you. Big up, my G's. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. I didn't even see that you thumbs up. Like, I haven't been on Twitter like that today. I've sold myself when Chelsea lose. I'm not looking at the app like that. It's so stupid. It's so fucking brain dead. It's impossible to like have any sort of coherent conversations over there. So I just fuck it off. Just fuck it off for the sake of my well-being. It's a headache over there. And it's not even necessarily the rival fans that are the headache. It's our own fans. Well, everyone's just... Not everyone. Enough people are just fucking disingenuous. It's a shame, though, man. It's a real shame. Smash up those likes, though. Big up, everybody. Up the fucking Chelsea. And yeah, this is all shit, personally. This is all shit. Nearly done, guys. Just bear with me. Fucking work, bruv. What is wrong with you? All right, cool. I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody. Yo, Jimmy, big up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what I was saying was people just, you know, a couple months ago, last year, when he was playing like shit, people said, oh, we got such and such. You got to trust the squad. He's not trusting the squad. Palmer's not playing well. Pull him. Nobody's above he's not playing well. Palmer's just come back from injury. He's had one decent game since he's came back. Yesterday, he was playing like shit. I can name 3 times, top of the box, Cole Palmer with the ball, doodaloo, 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 ball taken from him. Doodaloo, 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 lost the ball. Like, bro, like, if you're going to complain that a player come off the pitch, complain about a player who was playing well. I don't give a fuck I remember being the person saying no matter how bad he's playing, I wouldn't pull Cole Palmer. And everybody was telling me I was stupid. I remember saying that. Yo, no matter how bad he's playing, I'll play Cole Palmer. Don't pull him. But in the area where he's at now, just coming back from injury, yeah, he looked like shit. He looked like it. He wasn't on. He just pull him off. Just pull him off. Like, it's not. He was never going to get you a goal yesterday. Just pull him. The sub
it's not going off anything because like my thing isn't that he played well. It's just more like you know the term X factors and everything, like how they come up with like.
When was the last time he was an X factor?
On that.
But this is the thing that I always say
What
to people about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is a front runner. Like, I need somebody to name the game where we were down playing bad and Cole Palmer lift us up. That's not who he is. When we out and he's leading the pack and we're running and we're playing, he can even be the person.
We don't have a lot of this season, but I would say Brentford maybe.
Trust me, I did this already live on stream and I did it in the chat. I told people named a bunch of games where the team was playing dead and Cole Palmer was the one that lifted us up. I said name those games with
I'll probably say the Conference League final, maybe.
And Cole Palmer. I'm sorry.
The Conference League final.
That's real Betis. Like, respectfully.
I'd say Betis. Brentford. He came off
United.
The
team wasn't playing bad. I said when a game where the team was playing bad, and Cole Palmer individually picked us up and said, there ain't too many. There ain't those. Those games y'all naming are games where we were scoring goals. It was open games. The game was happening. I'm not talking about a game where he played well and and other players. I'm talking about games where the game was shit. We was down on our luck, and Cole Palmer went. He's not that guy. I've been calling him a front runner. Because that's kind of what he is. When everything's going good, he looks great. When things look bad, he looked just as bad. And that's not an indictment on him. He's still young. He got time. Most players at that age, that's kind of he got time. But he's not that guy yet. He's not. Okay, remember last year when I was saying, it dawned on me that Cole Palmer's not Eden Hazard. Remember I was saying that? I was like, fuck all the G&A, fuck all of that. Cole Palmer's not Eden Hazard. And I said, why? I said, because he's not the guy. If the game is dead and nothing's happening for our attack and we can't do nothing, he's not the guy that's gonna just be like, all right, I got it. So I'm not mad that he came off. And Kukurea,
I would say the only one I can think off the top of my head is only Brentford, so it's still just one game.
Kukurea,
I don't think we were bad and Palmer was pulling us out. Like, we died in the second half. I wouldn't necessarily say we died in the first. And then there was the other one. Betis, you could make the argument for. I could hear that one. And then I'm not really
Betis
sure
is an argument, but at the same time, it's Betis. So, like, I hear it. It's a shout. Betis is a shout.
Now, you remember the way Betis was being gassed going into that game, though? Like, fucking Anthony, next Messi and all of that shit.
And all you stupid motherfuckers saying we were Cole Palmer FC, it's impossible. He has 5 goals in the year 2025 in the Prem. How the fuck could we possibly be Cole Palmer FC? It's impossible. 5 goals. That's from the end of last season and beginning of this one. It's impossible to say we're Cole Palmer FC. It's impossible. He has 5 goals. To carry a team, you literally have to be fucking scoring. You got to be scoring. You got to be.
Yo, see, the thing about yesterday's game, bro,
FC, he would have to have a lot of goals and a lot of assists.
Oh, CJ, I'll let you go.
He don't.
Now, I was going to say, the thing about yesterday's game is, like, you could just see that result coming. Like, the minute we kept fucking up every single opportunity we had to really kill this game off, you just knew Vila had something for us. And
I don't know. It caught me off guard. I'll be so real, but
yeah,
it was as soon as the 58th minute was.
I disagree.
That's when it came.
Big up,
Yeah, 58th minute. That's when it would change.
Because, like,
they couldn't do a fucking
the minute
thing.
Yo, big up, fellas.
They couldn't do a thing.
Go on, CJ.
Jimmy, you know
Let's hear his side. Go on, CJ.
Now, I was going to say, I was like, even with how comfortable we were looking, and we just kept getting chances in transition, and we just kept fucking it up. You just knew it was going to just come bite us in the ass. Once he brings on Watkins and makes all these changes, I just knew, you know what?
None of that.
Probably
I still didn't
game.
feel that. I still didn't feel that.
And for me, I said we're probably going to lose this game, and then we went ahead and we lost this game. So it's just
What's
I
the
don't know, bro.
emergency
It
meeting
just felt
about?
like we had
Not
multiple
title containers no
opportunities
more?
to kill this game
No,
off,
Lewis?
and we just
Alex,
kept fucking it
fuck
up.
you.
Yeah.
No.
And that's just it.
Fuck you.
I never felt that. The game was completely on lock until Badia Shield turned into
Badia Shield.
Wait, Jimmy, so you didn't recognize Villa playing differently from the minute they made the subs?
Huh?
It was, but I think
I'm trying to say, did you not acknowledge? Like, did you not think?
Nathan, then
Yeah,
Scott. Go, Nathan.
Jimmy, did you not think that as soon as the 58th minute came on, you made the subs at Villa didn't look a little bit different? I'm just curious because
Who's
I
subs?
picked up on that, but just the way
Who's
that
subs?
when Unai Emery's Villa subs.
Okay, but what about his subs?
So what I noticed is as soon as he made them subs, a couple minutes later, they started to play a bit differently. They started to go a bit more direct, playing a lot more vertical balls, especially.
I hear it, but that's not how they scored. That's not how they scored none of their goals.
I get that obviously the Badia Shield mistake.
Here's my problem, right? We lost the game, so because we lost the game, people didn't go back and be like, okay, well, he made subs, so that's the reason. No. They scored on a set piece and they scored on a giveaway. Not me. I'm sorry, but none of those subs played a role in that, except the fact that the scorer was a sub. But I don't think it needed to be Ali Watkins for those goals. It didn't need to be Ali Watkins.
I'll make an argument. It's
because
like once Watkins came in, they started playing in between, like in behind.
And they were winning a lot of their duels in the midfield as well as a result of it.
They got a goal from a giveaway. Did they break us down? Name a goal that they got from breaking us down.
Most
they were
teams
saved
don't.
by, they were saved by Sanchez. I get what you're saying, but they did play just a lot.
That was it. The momentum switched, but the goals we gave away were self-inflicted.
Yeah, I can't deny we were responsible for playing them
stupidness.
goals, but the whole thing about them was sitting back the whole game until that happened.
No,
the
listen,
58-minute sub, then they changed the way they played.
Yeah, there's a changing game plan from them. Yeah.
And Mariska did not counter that. That's the problem I have.
10 games in a row coming into the game. If y'all thought for one fucking minute that this team was going to hold Villa to no shots and no fucking shots on target for an entire game, you are fucking stupid. We had our defense was 60 minutes of them not being able to get off a shot. That's enough time for your attack to put away.
That's what I was gonna say.
Game.
The game should have been over first half.
It's complimentary football.
Yeah, we should have killed the game off.
When the defense is playing that well, the attack has to give you something. The attack has to give you something.
Yeah, but
That's why I said the biggest crime we committing this year, and it's gonna be crazy. Y'all hearing this from me, is what these center backs is doing, wasting this form from Sanchez. I don't know if we're going to get this back from him. I don't know if he's going to stay like this. The form we're getting from Sanchez is good enough to be challenging for the league. Because we lose these games, we don't really get to give him his praise. The fucking dude is making some
Jimmy,
shots.
do you agree?
Alex, just before you go, because I want to get Scott in as well. He wanted to add
I was just going to say, like,
what were you going to say?
The thing is like when during the game, I think you can say that we necessarily didn't see it coming in terms of the result. But at the end of the game, when you see how we conceded and how we lost, it makes 100% sense because this is yesterday was our season in a nutshell. Exactly. Our attack stinks and sucks, and we cannot kill games. We've seen it multiple games in a row. And our defense has mistakes in them and will give goals away. So like, the goals we conceded and the goals we didn't score is exactly what we've done the whole season. I don't know why. Like, it's just at this point, this is going to happen every game. Like, there's no point expecting anything different.
No, every few games.
It's basically every game at this point. Like the games we don't do that are the anomaly at this point. Like Everton was an anomaly in terms of we still missed chances. We just kept the clean sheet because they're arse going forward because their two best attackers, I think it was, or three best attackers weren't playing.
The thing is, I want to kind of know, like, if you think about it, like, for example, I know us, like, forward line is shit. There's no denying it. Same as the center back line. Yeah. But can we agree that, like, I know it's not a big difference between it. For example, like, do we agree that the best center back partnership is Fofana and Chalobah? Even they even they make more mistakes. Even they make mistakes. I agree with you. But do you agree that some specific things cannot be? So, for example, I understand that Gittings and not Gittings, that what's his face, Garnacho, and whoever else on the right,
Neto,
they are slightly better. Like I'm saying, like it's like a shit and diarrhea. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, this is literally, there's not much different. You can say that. You can say that. It's okay to say it, that those two are slightly better, based on actual seeing them for the past year that we watched them. So I understand that you don't think that what the first, like Garnacho and Pedro, didn't do first half, but to see the dramatic change after the other two came in, it's even worse.
Yeah.
So I think people that don't say, like, look, it's not like the first ones did something good first half, because they didn't. Garnacho wasted shit of time. But the problem is when the sub came in, it became even worse. Than we didn't even get creating those chances, opportunities. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And here's
that's
the thing. Here's the thing with that, right, Alex? Here's the thing. And people need to, like, this is why I keep telling people, all the people that blame everything on just the manager, at some point you're gonna wake up and realize, like what Alex, if you just listen to what Alex just said, the guys we had starting as our starting left winger and right winger is our best pairing, and they're not all that good. And the people that, some of the people who, like, let's not pretend, y'all cry for Esteval, right? When he comes on and he plays and he doesn't do anything, y'all do this. Y'all ever seen the Homer Simpson meme, Into the Bush?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all leave off the fact that every player that y'all ask for to play, and when they come on and they play and they don't play well, then y'all switch and go, well, he shouldn't have took off Palmer. That's the reason. Bro, I've been on these panels after matches when I was saying I would not take Palmer off, and everybody in the chat saying, Jimmy, you fucking bug. Nobody's above coming off. So when I've been seeing him take Palmer off, I know it's one or two. It's two things. Number one, he's not fully fit. And then with the last thing he said, he feel like Palmer's ready. This game I just watched, Palmer was off of it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care what excuses anybody want to make. I know what the best of Palmer is. What I watched yesterday was the same Palmer. He's not.
He's probably fit, but not sharp.
Yeah, he's not 100%.
He's not sharp.
Okay.
Sharpness is not there. It's just
I'll be honest.
With
that's cool and all. I'm not hearing that when he's better than Neto, and I have to watch Neto.
Exactly. That's like it's. I understand that Palmer wasn't good. I understand that Palmer wasn't good, but he is not good. It's still miles better than anybody else. Miles.
But he came off and look who he put on. Didn't he put on?
But that's what I'm saying. It does not need to be come off.
I wanted them both together.
Exactly.
Take Garnacho off, move Neto to the left.
Didn't come off.
No, but he came off for Gittins.
Gittins.
I wanted him to come off for Esteval, move Neto to the left, then put him on the right with Palmer. And if that don't work, I've got no questions about that.
That's what I'm saying. No. It's not about working.
This just me. I don't think that makes a fucking difference. Like Esteval with Palmer,
whatever. Then I've got no
I don't get it. Like I don't get the whole fascination.
Why Gusto came in as a left back?
5 goals, bro. Palmer got 5 goals this year.
And why Cucurella had to come out?
Like, one guy with a trust out the forward to get anything out of nothing.
Oh.
I'm not saying you're wrong with that either.
Like it seemed like whatever move we don't make, that's when we be like, oh, that's what we should have did. And then like when the next,
of course, hindsight's a beautiful thing,
we
though.
be like, oh no, we should have did that. And
you didn't see the watch along. We were calling that from that moment.
Exactly. Like that's the funny part. Like it's on the playing side. It's like, for example, the shift of how we played the first half to the shift. Like I didn't even thought that way will, like the chances and how good we played, like them, we didn't finish our dinner. I agree with you. That's not the point. But we controlled them so much. So from that point to see how the second half came in, that was like that's not even close. So what I'm saying, what happened and I want to bring one player because I had enough of him. Seriously, I had enough. Enzo,
Fernandez,
what's his name? Fernandez, whatever the frick his name.
Yeah.
I'm seriously, I don't know what he has on this manager. I don't know, because he apparently never gets rotated. He's never gets tired. He's always on the pitch for 90 minutes. I don't care what happens. Like, this guy is always there.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
I'm telling people it's the 50th minute.
Alex, hold on, Alex. There's gonna be people now. You and I have been cooking Enzo for forever, right? Let's just keep it.
Yep.
Last week, when Enzo came on, he didn't do anything.
Exactly.
But we played better in the second half, and motherfuckers was trying to say, "See,
that's because of him."
Enzo. Now this week, Enzo starts, and those same people are like, "Oh, why didn't he take Enzo off?" I'm watching this shit in real time. Real fucking time.
I've been saying that in the super chat.
Enzo didn't start last week. They complained. They bitched.
And I think that will be his grave. I think this will be Maresca's grave. Sticking to Enzo.
No, my man, right now it's to the point, and I'm telling you, if y'all don't know, we are turning into Man United of the last few years. If y'all y'all gonna say, why y'all talk about the manager? Because it don't matter. Y'all want to change the manager, fire the manager. I don't control who's the manager. So whether I want the manager going or not ain't gonna change anything. You know what's not gonna change? How the team is constructed.
But
that's the problem.
I slightly changed my view about Maresca.
This team based on more than just data, we are fucked. Because I'm gonna say this one time.
My mind about Maresca.
1 minute. If they're using only data, they're not using what's the player mentality when we winning. What's the player mentality when they losing? Look, watch the scout the games. What does player play like when his team is down 2 and 3-0 and it's the 70th minute? Does he still play with the same fervor? Does he still play like the game? These things matter because it's mentality. Our team is put together by numbers, and that's why when we do look good, that's when all the numbers match up and it all connects. Boom, we look great. But guess what? Football is not played by numbers. There's going to be anomalies. That's why it's called upsets, and that's why we love this game, because it has to be played out. When the numbers don't connect and mentality has to step up, that's where we're missing. The
Jimmy,
guys we rely on are not mentality monsters. And
I slightly changed my mind about Maresca. I thought it was majority of it was his, but now I start to shift. Is like a little bit. You know what? Some players needs to be literally take accountabilities, because I don't care. I don't care how bad you are or how good you are. I need you to at least try.
Just do the basics, right?
Yeah, some of them are not even trying. That was
they want to take players on consistently.
Alex, did you see? I don't know if
when he's on yellow as well.
Have you been on Twitter today, Alex?
Yeah. What?
Did you see Goonies earlier?
Oh, I don't. I want nothing to do with that.
Are you on the right mic, by the way?
Oh, Goonie. No, Goonie is my guy. Oh, I thought it was different guy.
It sounds like
Goonie is my guy.
Effort starts when you wake up in the morning, bro.
Well, no, I was gonna say the tweet I was talking about. He put a tweet out, and there was a list of about 6 or 7 players. He said these are the only players I would comfortably say I would keep. Everyone else could leave tomorrow, and I wouldn't bat an eyelid. And he's speaking facts.
I thought you were talking about Nini. I was like,
no, not Nini.
Nini loves everything that come out of Cobham. Trev is world class. Get these dudes the fuck out of here.
No,
who were the players?
It was basically
Andrew tried to say something.
So
go ahead, Andrew. King Andrew.
This is the ninth season in a row where we are talking like this. Doesn't matter the ownership, doesn't matter the model, doesn't matter the players, doesn't matter the manager. We've come into a season underprepared with poor recruitment in the summer, and we're floundering in the league. In the league, we are average at best. This is the position we should be in, because this is how we play. There's no difference between summer 2017 to now. This is it. Old and new ownership. There's been neglect at Chelsea. Chelsea should have a motto now that just says not good enough, because we're not good enough.
Yo, that's so crazy. 2017. That's 8 years, bro.
This is the 9th season. That game, you could take from any of the last 9 seasons. That game was identical. So I'm not like, it doesn't matter the model. It's not about the model. It's not about the ownership. It's Chelsea as a whole. Chelsea have been neglectful for the past 9 seasons. Old and new ownership. We have wasted money on players, and we get what we do in this fan base. We're all guilty of it. We get seduced by the odd cup win. We get seduced by the odd good result to thinking we're better than we actually are, and we're not.
I slightly disagree about that because the ambitions.
We are literally following in Arsenal's footsteps. We're going to go 20+ years without winning a league. We just are. We're following in their footsteps. We're going to go 10 definitely, because we're not winning it this season. We're going to win it next season. We'll come back. Hang on. We'll come back. We'll have the same conversation next season. It'll be the same conversation.
I agree with you.
That's what,
I agree with you.
So
I don't think our owners care.
It's just.
I don't think.
It just boggles my. When I see people when I hear people about standards, we haven't had standards for the past 9 years. There's been no standards. Remember when we won the European Cup? All we needed was a striker. Remember that talk in the summer, Lewis? All we needed was a striker. This team just needed a striker because we won the European Cup. Not forgetting that we only finished 4th because because Spurs beat Leicester on the final day of the season. That's the only reason we finished 4th.
We neglected midfield. We did the same shit. Midfield. It's so crazy. We literally did the same shit.
We are now
the
past 9 years. Hang on. Let's take the past 9 seasons. We're still talking about needing a striker. We're still talking about needing wide players, and we're still talking about needing defenders for 9 seasons in a row. This is a joke.
Can I slightly?
We're not the pride. We're not the pride of anything at the moment. We're just we are Liverpool, bro. We're living off our history.
I slightly disagree with you because I understand why, like, for example, I understand that Kai Havertz didn't turn out that was to be, but intent from the previous owners, even past 17s, was slightly different. Because I don't want to hear nobody saying Kai Havertz was a big prospect. We paid substantial amount of money. He just done turned up. Timo Werner at the same intent was there. They turned up to be flops. I agree with you, but intent from the other and during those years was slightly different than that. So to put them on the same level as this, I just don't think it's fair.
Alex, we could say the same thing about
Kai Havertz was never bought as a striker, was he? He was never bought.
No.
Ty Bowley did the same thing. Ty Bowley first when Ty Bowley was running the team, that's what he had the same intent. He was going for big names, big players.
Koulibaly, Sterling.
He had intent.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. The problem now is Egbali and Twiddle D and Twiddle Dumb is running the program. And not Ty Bowley. That's the problem now. Ty Bowley don't believe in this. I don't want to sign players that's 25 and younger. We already know that.
Yeah.
We know that.
Look what he does
because of resale value.
Yeah. Look what he does with the Dodgers baseball team as part of it.
We know that's not his model. This is Egbali and
we know that. Yeah,
those two clowns model. And he tried to get Neymar. He tried to get Cristiano Ronaldo. He didn't just try to get him. He was gauging the fans. He was throwing the name out there first. And like, you know what? If they on this,
Twitter Spaces.
I'm on this. That's what Ty Bowley was doing.
He probably was.
When he threw Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar names out there, if the
Ty Bowley wanted Ronaldo. Remember, Ty Bowley wanted Ronaldo. Remember, Ty Bowley wanted Ronaldo from United.
But the fans was against it, so he stepped back. He was
too cool.
But that's
when he was brand new, and he was.
I just frustrated with this manager specifically, or next one there will be, because I know the only reason we can put the problem onto the sporting directors, because players are players. They're like a donkey sometimes. They're young, they're stupid. But the ownership, the ones that hire the guy that on top, and sporting directors, they can't hide from past and the future. So fire him, get me next manager, fire him too, and that's the only thing that sporting directors will be.
They don't get that many more managers. They don't get that many more. They get one more. They get, to be honest, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. This is what they're going to do. In desperate times, you go for desperate measures. Watch this is what they're going to do. When they fire Maresca, It's their last draw. You know what they're gonna do? Now they're gonna listen and get whatever manager they bring in. Now they're gonna go get center backs. Then they're gonna go.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because then they're gonna save their ass. You understand what I'm saying? When they know their ass is on the line, that's when they're gonna be ready and bring up the idea. Well, maybe now we should break the model. I promise you. Right now, they're not gonna break the model because their ass is not on the line.
Yeah, but the previous history on those sporting directors, even signing the players, they going to sign the center backs, but they will end up the players like
quality,
exactly. It's going to be.
We've already signed the center backs.
Alex, we already know 5 players that's coming.
Sar and Anselmino. We've already signed them. I don't know
we
why.
We already got 5. Anselmino, Sar, Omega,
Quinda,
and what's the next one?
Pius.
And Penders. So why y'all think people talk about, why Maresca making minutes and all that? Because he's seen the future. He know if I don't speak now, this is my last window. Right here. January is my last window. If I don't speak now, I'm fucked. Because next year, 5 players are already in.
Yeah,
5.
I think he's a dead man walking.
This though, right? These guys got.
Yeah, I agree.
These guys got 6-year contract extensions in the summer for some ungodly reason, like they've done a good job, right? And what they do is they spend nearly £100 million on Garnacho and Gittins, right? And then you sign Bonus Natchez on a free transfer. After getting contract extensions. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me?
When we said this fucking window was 3s and 4s and 2s, niggas got persecuted. But now everybody can see out of all those signings, the only one that's doing anything is João Pedro. He's the only one in
and even with João Pedro,
he's struggling too.
He's not looking so good either.
You know why João Pedro not looking so good? Because those other ones look terrible.
Yeah,
I keep trying to tell people João Pedro's not playing as bad as you think. It's just that because the other ones are giving you nothing. It looks
watch us win next game. Just watch us win next game, and everything will be fine and dandy again.
Do people think João Pedro's been bad?
Yes.
I gotta be honest. I don't think there's
a lot of months.
I don't think he's been hidden space by
one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Pedro's been okay.
I would say he's been okay.
João Pedro's been all right, but he's a depth player. I don't think he starts at all.
In a good team, João Pedro should never a title team. He should never be your number one.
Should be a false.
He shouldn't be your starter for Chelsea.
Right. He shouldn't be. But he's been.
Why shouldn't he be a starter for a big team? I'm confused. Why not?
João Pedro's been playing okay.
He's not good enough to start for a big club. He's good for depth. He should be depth. Players like Gusto.
Right. But don't put that against
Gusto.
Pedro. Like he's
been. João Pedro gets you.
Everyone's talking. Everyone stop. KG, you go.
This isn't João Pedro defense league because
Which one is João Pedro?
All of us have been frustrated with it.
What I'm saying, I hate this idea.
The winger or the forward?
You have to agree with this.
Guys, we're going again. KG, go. You go.
Yeah, look, João Pedro's been okay for me. Like I wouldn't say he's been bad, and I know he hasn't been great. But when I look at our issues this year, he is I won't say the least of my concerns, but he is in the top 5.
Watching him link up, it's like a freaking cutting yourself with a blade. That's how I'm watching João Pedro link up with the player.
You don't even know which player is.
Exactly.
My issue with João Pedro,
he's linking up with Neto. He's linking up with Enzo.
No, he's not linking up with nobody. He's linking up with aliens.
Do you know why?
From this point to the next. Sorry, Scott, I interrupted. From this point till the end of the season, I want Pedro, the Portuguese fraud, to play false 9 because nobody else can do it. No, Pinky the Blinder, whatever crap his name, and no other Brazilian fraud. I don't want them. Play Pedro in the false 9 because apparently the shortest guy on the field can win the air duels, and he can actually run. Freaking enough of those two forwards.
Also, again, like my thing with João Pedro is I'm viewing him of the lens of he was meant to be an upgrade of what we got rid of, which he's not.
He's
So
better than Jackson.
he's not an
I'm
upgrade.
sorry.
He's not better than Jackson.
We're not going to do.
He's not better than Jackson. He's not better than Jackson.
We're not going to. We're not going to.
He's not better than Jackson. He doesn't do anywhere near. No, he's not. He doesn't. No, he's not. He doesn't do anywhere. No, he's not. He doesn't do anywhere near the same amount of length.
What would Jackson look like without Cole Palmer? Because that's what João Pedro been playing without.
Where was Jackson when we needed him second half of last season?
No, what would Jackson look like without Cole Palmer?
João Pedro's
been playing without Cole Palmer.
Has less goals than Jackson did the same point of his first season and doesn't give you any of the same level of link up and hold up play. But that's cool.
We talk about the latest.
So that's why he is on the level he is, because if Jackson wasn't good enough, which he wasn't, to be a starter for this team to win titles, neither is João Pedro. He's at best a squad player for us.
Right. And we, you
can say he's a squad player, but to say Jackson is
here's the problem. João Pedro wasn't bought in to be our starting striker. Our starting striker is mud wrestling. So if that's how you judging João Pedro, then you fair, I get it. But I think we all know João Pedro was not brought here to be ours. Even in the beginning of the season, when they were all available, João Pedro was on the pitch with the lap. So
how you can get a yellow card within 5 minutes?
Started over the lap first game of the season.
And how you can get a yellow card within 5 minutes without even trying to get
about these garbage wingers. That'll be the main thing for me.
We said the same when. Hold on. We said the same when before Palmer got back in. Palmer came back in, he ain't got better. So this. Oh, he'd be better with better wings. He'd be better with this. He'd be better on the bench. He'd just be better on the bench.
Yeah, we hear it. That's your opinion. We just got different opinions. But
I hear where you're coming from.
I'm not about to say you wrong. I just disagree with you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What Jimmy was saying earlier about the quality of players, bro. Like João Pedro looks decent compared to all these other motherfuckers, like these Garnachos and stuff. So João Pedro really should be, when we're talking about depth, João Pedro should be our depth.
Yeah.
Pedro Neto should be our depth coming off the bench. Gusto should be coming off the bench. These guys should not be starting week in and week out, bro.
No, I'll tell you what.
These niggas are not good enough for that.
Why not try to play João Pedro on the left instead of the Gittins?
No, he's not a left winger. No, what about we make y'all people to play on the left?
No,
I'm
just saying position that's better.
No, I get what you're saying, Alex. It makes sense.
Like something watching watching Gittins. No, watching Gittins is like Jimmy, I know, but watching Gittins, he's not a footballer then.
Talking of
but
wingers,
then you're just shoehorning another player out of his position, and then when João Pedro stinks it up on the left, folks are going to say, "Oh, he's not good enough on the left. He's not good enough in the 10. He's not good enough in the striker." Like Jimmy was saying, João Pedro was supposed to be our backup. He's supposed to be a backup striker. To me, Delap was the Jackson replacement. That's to me, those two have a much more similar profile. To me, I look at what João Pedro is doing now, and I looked at him, what he did last year for Brighton. He's having a better year than he had at Brighton last year. And you could say, to be honest with you, you could probably say Brighton has better wingers, right? I would take Matoma on the left-hand side over anybody we have, and I would take Minte over.
Actually, going back to Brighton. Are we going back to Brighton? Are we serious? Are we going back to Brighton Chapel?
No,
bro, how can we talk about standards?
He's making a point about the lack of quality of our wingers. That's what he's saying. He's not saying bring them.
Yeah, but like I said before, when I look at this window, João Pedro is the only one that I'm like, okay, I'm okay with him. Not okay with Garnacho. Not okay with Hato, although Hato hasn't been given too much of a run. Not okay with Gittins. Who was the other? The Isugo we haven't seen. It was a shit window, and you pay for it with a young team that's not consistent. We're a cup team, like Andrew was saying. That's all we are.
We're not even a cup team.
We're a cup team.
We are a cup team. We're currently in the semifinal. That's literally what a cup team is.
And I'm not, Alex, that's not me saying that we're going to win every cup.
Then we joined in the last. Then the fourth round, we didn't even start it from the paint.
Alex, we're in the semifinal. What do you mean when you join? You're in the semifinal. That's literally what a cup team is. You're in the semifinal.
When people say you're a cup team, it doesn't mean that you're gonna win all the cups. It just means you have a better chance at winning silverware.
Yeah, you're challenging for the cup. You're in the semifinal. That's a cup challenger.
The league is about consistency.
Or challenges for the cup.
The league is about squad.
All my life, I've never seen you reach a semifinal and you not be considered challenging for the cup.
Yeah.
It's a semi-final. That's why the semi-finals are played at Wembley.
Just a clarification, João Pedro's got more GNA than Nicholas Jackson at this stage of his first season.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
you're talking GNA total? Cool. I'm talking goals because that assist thing, no one gives a shit when it was Jackson.
Why are we switching it up?
So he's got
because I care about goals with my striker. That's why we got rid of Jackson.
What does he have?
That's why we got rid of Jackson.
That's mad disingenuous. How many games have Delap played and started at striker? None of those games João Pedro played
5
striker.
or 6.
What's 5 or 6?
That, yeah.
What João Pedro? The lap I'm talking about. The lap I'm talking about started 5 or 6.
Bro, Jackson had like 10 goals last season, man. João Pedro already got like 6. What are we doing?
What are we talking about? What are we like? Y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging trying to tell me João Pedro's not a better football player than Jackson. I don't give a fuck what y'all.
Oh, he has one more goal overall.
Yeah.
One more.
So he's played
Nicholas Jackson can't
played 7 games behind the striker.
João Pedro is. That's cool. That's cool.
One more goal overall he had in all comps. That's what he had.
Look, Scott, I think what everybody agrees on is
so the revisionism needs to stop
enough.
over Nicholas Jackson.
Neither one of them are good enough to be our.
The point is, Jackson wasn't good enough for us, but João Pedro is, despite the fact he's got less goals.
Good enough for what? The lap is supposed to be our striker.
I think I already said this analogy before. The difference between Jackson and João Pedro, it's literally the same thing what is between Gittings and Garnacho. Jackson can bring the ball better than what's his name? Towards the box, outside the box. But he can finish worse than freaking whatever the player. So Jackson can do that, but then Pedro is better than anything there because Jackson is better rolling players. He's more physical than João Pedro. Same thing with Gittings and Garnacho. Garnacho can bring the ball to the danger area, and then he becomes a donkey. Gittings can shoot better when he's in those positions, but he can bring him to there. Exactly, he can get it. Same thing with João Pedro and Jackson. Jackson can get you there, but he can do nothing there.
Gittins got like 4 different ways he can strike the ball, but he never gets in the position to strike the ball.
Exactly.
Garnacho can strike the ball one fucking way,
and he skies it. I told you, man. Some of those players need to be on air defense system for Ukraine because that's the only thing they can do. Shoot the freaking thing off the air.
Alejandro Garnacho.
That's real talk. That's real talk. And I'm telling people, I don't care what nobody say. The reason why people is looking at João Pedro so much is because we're getting the lap has no anything. 0 and 0. So of course you're gonna be looking at João Pedro like I need more. The lap is supposed to be the striker, and he has nothing. And let's not act like he don't play. He's put in enough minutes and time to have goals, assists, and decent performances. He has none. He has no good performances.
Isn't this just the same conversation as last year? You play João Pedro, Jackson. You replace Neto and Garnacho and Gittins with Noni, Sancho, and Mudryk. It's just the same fucking
Andrew, thank you. That's literally my point. That's literally my point. You replace guys with guys that aren't better. You just
season before.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly my point. None of the guys we had previously with the answer, they weren't good. The bar was in hell, and you got lower than hell.
João Pedro is definitely an increase on Nkunku. I don't give a fuck.
But what I'm saying is, it's just it's the same conversation. It's the same conversation we're always having. That's the thing.
João Pedro was supposed to come in and do what? Back up Palmer, back up the striker, maybe play on some wing. That's what Nkunku.
Even that signing makes no sense. You guys know that, right?
Hold that, Daniel. Go on. Daniel, we didn't catch the start of that. What were you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm saying all this makes no sense. It's like the realization of it. Even that premise of João Pedro coming in for 60 million to be back up to Palma makes 0 sense. Like on the face of it, why would you accept that? Why do we need to
accept this? Nigga, I said the window was a 3.
Can I make my own point? I'm just making my point.
The general thing he's saying.
God damn, y'all made your points.
Go on, Daniel.
Anyway, my point is this: shit hasn't made any sense even since then. to get an Ipswich striker from 12th place to replace Jackson, and then a 65 million guy to be the backup. It doesn't even make sense when we needed center backs, right? So I don't even accept. It is what it is. João Pedro is here, but to me, it seemed like another Nkunku buy. We don't play with second strikers. Why buy another second striker? Oh, he's not a striker. He's a 10. He's not quite a 10. We don't really know where to play him. He doesn't look quite as good, but he's getting some goals. But he doesn't look great. We know he looks awkward in this team.
Yeah.
He went a whole month without getting a shot on target. He's not a striker.
I didn't even know that.
Nah, that was a false stat. I get
Oh, it was one shot on target? Like
it was two, but I understand the point. I just want to say one.
Bro, you could put Haaland in this team and he won't score goals.
Bullshit.
You could put Haaland in this team and he won't score goals.
No, that's cap. That's cap.
No way.
We don't create enough chances.
So we're just downplaying his individual ability now.
No. We don't create enough chances for these guys.
He fashions chances for himself.
We just don't. We just don't.
Always up there in stats.
You just watched the game over the weekend in the first half.
How many chances do you guys create for João Pedro in this past game? How many chances were created for your striker?
But we're talking about a totally different player in Haaland and João Pedro.
Yeah, 3 chances.
My point is, if you have Neto and Garnacho creating your chances, broski, your striker ain't scoring no goals.
He's a problem on the fucking Haaland, he's scoring. I don't know what you're talking about.
You could use any
Haaland is the type of striker these dumbass wingers need.
These strikers have been getting chances, bro.
You mean nah? You put the ball in anywhere near his foot and he'll get it in. That's the type of striker these wingers need.
Yeah,
they're not precise. Exactly. We talking about Haaland is exactly what you need. Somebody who, when the ball touches Haaland, it goes in the back of the net.
Absolutely. But my problem is, bro, Neto, Garnacho, they're just not creating enough chances for someone to just consistently get you goals.
Bro, no, that's that's bullshit.
Brother, this is some bullshit. This is genuinely some bullshit.
João Pedro scores. He has to create a lot of his chances, bro. That's all I'm saying. You're not
João Pedro being shit for most of the season has 6 goals in his team, by the way. João Pedro being dog shit in terms of performances for most of this season has 6 goals in his team. This idea that if Haaland was in his team, he wouldn't score is bullshit.
Haaland would score. A lot of strikers would score.
Neto's in the top 5 in his position.
The ball
for strike
would
for
score.
chances created.
How many times have we seen fucking Delap get the ball, make a run, walk Rosen? Yeah. What are we talking about? Get the ball, lose it. Y'all talking about we don't create chances. Haaland can't hold the. I'm saying Delap can't hold the ball up. Delap can't create his own chance. Fuck, we talking about? Yeah. We create chances. He can't do shit. A fucking thing. He can't do anything.
But what is that? Yeah, you know what? That's fact. But and I don't know who said it, who did it. It doesn't even matter at this point. The fact is that we got a guy from Ipswich, 12th place, to replace Jackson. What did we expect? We're always trying to look at these fucking gems.
He should be at
everything. I don't know. Maybe guys, don't complain. You see, they found Palmer. When I heard that so much during the summertime. Now it's funny because I'm not hearing it anymore. I'm not hearing accept what they're doing because they signed Palmer. Accept what they're doing because this is the same board that signed Caicedo and Palmer and this, and it's like, what the fuck does that matter?
Those are very rare. Yeah, they're very rare.
These are the same that won titles. It doesn't mean if you're signing a shit player, I can't say.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the people now that's telling you the manager should be getting more out of Garnacho and Trev Chalobah and Badia Shield and Fofana. Those same people you talking about that said this was a good window, those the same ones that's now telling you it's Maresca's fault that Garnacho takes 6 shots and don't put none on target. That's
there is a manager alive that can turn Garnacho into a good player. I don't.
They will tell you that we should be doing better with the squad that we have, but then they'll be Clear Lake out. And I'll be like, okay, well, that don't make sense.
That I don't listen to them because they're the same people that say standards but ignore the past 9 seasons. So you know what I mean? I'm not listening to them because they have a a really Disney-fied version of Chelsea that they can't get over. It's like, I don't know what they're looking at. I've always been very consistent. Everyone knows this. I always thought we're going to be in a top 4 battle because we're not good. We haven't recruited good enough. I gave the window, I think, 2 out of 10, and I think that's too high now.
Yeah. Not only that, Andrew, but also that assumes that the teams that we're trying to catch, the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Arsenal,
they just stay
the same. Yeah, they just stay the same. But you know what they did? You know what Arsenal did? Arsenal already had the best defense in the league. They went out and bought 3 center backs. They bought Eze. They flopped on the striker. He's garbage. But at least they were like, you know what? We need a striker. We're going to go ahead and give you
here's how life works,
a grown-up striker.
If you miss certain windows, you can refine that fucking window.
Exactly.
Right? It's not going to just pop up.
Here we are.
The ironic market opportunities.
The was okay with not taking a loss because, you know what? Maybe we'll take a loss if we get Osimhen. Maybe it might not work. Maybe we have to pay him a little bit more than we might have to.
That's all it comes back to.
Do you know the next striker you're looking at is the guy from Strasbourg. There is no other striker people.
I just talked about that before you got here. That's why I said Maresca should be looking to be out. 5 of his players for next year already signed.
But that
window is done. The window for Inter's window was there, right? It was $230K a week because the fan base was so bought into this bullshit. Y'all didn't want to take shit. Yo, take it on 30K. No, that's against our structure. Why
that's what it is, Daniel. At the end of the day, it's the structure. The structure, the wage structure, the age profile. You're not going to attract people. You know, like Semenyo looked at our project and said, you know what? I want no parts of that project.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Semenyo looked at Man City and said, I want some of that. You don't. Your answer to not come to Chelsea don't have to be, oh, that's shit. People act like Chelsea is this fucking great destination for everybody. I'm going to City. If I have a choice of what team I'm going to come into the Prem, it's going to be City over everybody. Fuck Arsenal, fuck United, fuck everybody. I'm going to City. I'm going to City.
Why would we think that we were even in for Semenyo? These guys spent 90 million on 2 left wingers. You think they're going to let their ego bruise?
I never thought it was legit.
They're going to admit they were wrong to spend nearly 100 million on 2
left wingers. They already did it with the inquiry, though.
No chance.
No. They won't do that right now.
Let me stop you there. Hang on, guys. Let me stop you there. When in the past, when Arsenal had a bad result, they released like merchandise, to like distract the fans. No, we were never in for Semenyo.
We do
transfer. We were never in for him whatsoever. We dropped links to distract the fans. We drop links to distract the fans. That's what we always do.
We signed a 13-year-old.
The whole we tried. We're sorry, guys.
Like
the only one players that are interested in the
Semenyo was very obtainable in the summer.
Like with Xavi Simmons.
Very obtainable. Same price.
We were in for Xavi Simmons, but we were in for Xavi Simmons, but we signed Buonanotte. How does that make sense?
Hold on, wait. And we were in for Fermin Lopez, and then we come over our next
40 mil.
What did we offer them? Like 30 million.
40 mil. Yeah.
After last window, I said on my channel, I'm never falling for no link. I'm never falling for no Bamba. Go Bamba Yamuma pussy. I don't care about Ornstein, Rapstein, Philistine, Epstein. I don't care about none of this Stein, bro. None of it. I don't give a fuck. All of it is bullshit.
Jimmy, remember when I said when I believe it's when the shirt when somebody raises the shirt comes up. That's it.
We know until we saw the shirt.
Alex, guess what?
Remember.
It's not going to have a sponsor on that shirt either.
Guys, let me just say this. No. The only chance of these two losing their jobs if they are in the Epstein files. It's the only chance we got to get rid of them.
You know what's hilarious? This is supposed to be financial thing. The company, the way that
clearly asset management.
How financial company cannot figure out financially a sponsor.
I know.
Yeah.
Since we got
the bad part is we have the money. Like we have the money to go out there and sign the best players in the world. We just thumb our nose up at it.
KJ, because they can't if we don't get top 4 this season, they need the pure profit sales because there is nothing to be covered. There's no money to be covered. They're gonna need the pure profit sell. Watch it.
And then the players are getting their pay cuts too. Oh dear.
Big time.
And people think that Palmer is not. Palmer will never leave. Oh boy.
The only thing that will save us.
Everyone has surprise Alex.
I was going to speak about this.
The only thing that will save us is that no one else.
I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with him and Pedro Neto. But bro, like fix it, bro. Because there's obviously something going on. Because Pedro does not want to pass to him.
He never does.
Neto never passes to him. Whenever there's a break on, whenever there's an opportunity, bro just sticks his head down. It's ostrich settings in the sand.
But I don't. I think that's just him because when Esteval came on, he was doing the same thing on the right side. I saw enough times he was making runs, and Neto was just let me run into the center circle. My shot got blocked. Oh damn it! We just overtouched it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's anything specifically with Palmer. I just think it's just him. So yeah, shit though. Shah Yerp saying, I hate Garnacho. I don't give a fuck. How are you that limited as a left winger? People aren't realizing how much he handicaps us. He can't beat his man regardless who he is. Half the time, he don't even try to. He just slows the play down. And like the one thing I gave him was that you make your actions a bit quicker. I've seen the reverse of it in this game. Everything he did was just to slow down the play and to let Villa get back into their block, to get a second man on him. And then we say the system handicaps the wingers. No, we've brought wingers that are not good at taking their man on consistently in a system that requires their wingers to be good at taking on their man.
I think he's the worst. I think I've been watching Chelsea for a while. I think he's the worst winger I've ever seen at the club.
I said that about Garnacho.
I think he's I think Gittins beat him to that.
The best ability of Garnacho, Andrew, it's literally counter-attacking. But no, hold on a second. Like you would think that that's his best ability. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like because that's when he was actually good at United. Because when they played counter, so he scored a couple of goals. My funny part is the way we break through. Him and Neto are actually clueless on running. They don't know how to run. You know that you even when you break through, when you're on a counter as a winger, you need to know how to run. Which way? Because when we run, they were cluelessly running.
And they did it multiple times that last game. They did
spacing, last game is my god. That's when Palmer actually got mad. Because
their spacing is horrible. They clueless footballers. They don't know how they don't know how to run into the space to make a defender have to make a choice.
Exactly.
Hold on, just because I know you guys have been. I wanted to say this to Jimmy before I forget it. Right. Here's the thing with because you mentioned Esteval early on and him coming on and not playing well. Right. That happens with the young players. The thing with us saying let's play Esteval, let's develop him, it's because we know we're not gonna get that win anyway. It's going to be 90 minutes of bullshit with Neto and Garnacho the entire time. Maresca doesn't have the time to think about how Esteval's legs are going to be when he's 25. You don't got that time to care about that. All you got to care about is right now. You know what I'm saying? Because if Flick was thinking about that when it came to Yamal and instead was playing some bullshit player instead and couldn't win the league titles, that wouldn't help him. Who cares not who cares. Obviously, we don't want him to be injured when he's 25 and all that, but I really don't give a shit at this point.
It might not be, exactly.
I'm worried about Esteval for just now. Y'all tripping. Esteval.
No, it's not about just now. He has to play games to get better. He has to play games to get better. He's not that good. Hold on. He's not that good that if he doesn't play for 5 games, he can come on for 10 minutes and do something magical. It's not going to happen. He has to play.
I don't think he was actually do something manageable. I think he was actually just do what a footballer do. Nobody asked him to win the game. They asked him to come on and just do something. Anybody asked him to win the game. Do something. Not every time you're sub doing, it's like, okay, go win the game. No, go and do what you're asked to do in your position. Go carry the team. I don't know how people have it. Every time a sub come on, that means this sub has to go carry the team.
Yeah, but when I see
as number 10, if you're brought on 1-1 as the number 10, you're asked to win the game. You know what I'm saying? I would think that's why
I would think I'm asking my striker to win the game, but I guess we looking at it different. If I bring on somebody to get a goal, I'm expecting that shit to be my striker. Now, do I expect my number 10 to be a part of? Maybe, but I expect my
KG. Hey, big up, fellas.
Big up, KG.
Nah, I'm saying like there's again.
Oh, thank God that KG guy's gone, man. He was on my mind.
Look, that again. There's the levels. Like for example, when it was coming to the same thing, like at least we can see consistency of a young player with Esteban. You see what I'm saying? What I have a problem specifically with substitutions is it's like the how you say it, like there's no imagination, there's no, it's like for like no matter what it is, and it's like no change of plans. Gusto came in and he was a left back, but he played in the midfield. Like, so what's the purpose of replacing Cucurella then? Like take Cucurella and put the actual player in the midfield. You see what I'm saying? If the Gusto gonna play in the midfield, you see what I'm saying? Actually put the midfielder there. Leave the left back alone then. Don't bring the left back that converts in the midfield. Do you see what I'm saying? When we are 1-1, and we chasing literally the game, what's the purpose of Gusto being on the field? Some other players, you know what manager would do? They will throw 5 strikers. Doesn't matter if they throw the sink. Do you see what I'm saying? But with
Okay, let's say he go out and he throw out all attackers. Then what? Our defense ain't shit enough.
Do you think I'm gonna be 100% will win in the game? No, but at least I can see somebody shine. It's playing with players.
If you throw out all attackers, it's like having no defense. Like some of the shit y'all saying be video game shit, bro.
Oh my god, no, man, it's not a video game. There's literally
instead of Gusto, what player you would have brought on that you think would have changed to help us score yesterday?
I didn't say they would change him. I'd rather see midfielder in midfield. He played in the midfield. He wasn't playing left back.
He's doing both.
Poorly.
Basically.
Yeah, like
both of them.
You know what it comes down to is, listen. At the end of the day, it is what it is, man. We have the team that we have. We have the squad that we have. I accepted. I've known I'm not winning shit with this type of team, and I was buying these type of players. But my only hope is maybe if these guys develop to be something. That's my only hope of clinging on to this being anything good. But either way, it's, we'll see what happens. They're talking about a revamp in the fucking summer, and they want to buy Anderson. This is all.
You see the James McAtee links are gone around the last hour.
No, I didn't hear that. That's hilarious.
Right?
City Academy again. Just before we go, I want to read this one. Big up to African Giant for the 50. Big up, man. I appreciate you a lot for that, brother. He says, I turned the TV off after the first half because I knew how the match was going to end. You can't exert that amount of energy with the pressing without killing the game that half. Neto plays like Martinelli, aimless running without lifting your head up to find space. I do agree with that end point. Man said that's a great point in terms of the energy, because I also brought that up in Newcastle with the first half. I said they couldn't exert that amount of energy for the first half to the second, and that's how we got back into the game. And it's another example of how us not killing them in the first half is what fucked us in the second half too. But yeah, that's a great point to bring up. I appreciate the African Giant.
Contributed,
brother. Yo, we were very good in the press. We were very good in terms of controlling the game. We minimized them. I don't think they had a shot on our goal the entire first half. And we didn't let it count for anything. The only goal
they didn't have a shot.
They didn't have a shot.
They had no shots on target.
And our only goal came from a corner that hit João Pedro in the shin. Not even deliberately.
Yeah.
But we should have had
our game all over. If you genuinely turned the TV off,
we should have, and potentially a penalty, maybe as well.
Yeah.
That wasn't about a penalty. He clearly tripped João Pedro. We just don't get those calls. I don't know why.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the handball second half.
No, the handball. Handball is 100% penalty.
That was how could you tell me, right?
Jimmy, hold on a second. As a center back, I know exactly trajectory of the ball.
Exactly.
I know exactly where to put the hand.
They killed me with this idea of, it wasn't intentional. What? How you know that?
In Europe, it would have. In Europe, it would have been given in Europe. If that was a European.
That has to be.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
In Champions League,
the ball did not get to the attacker who had an open net because of one reason. You slapped it down with your hand. That has to be a pin. You cannot leave that.
The reason they didn't give it was because his hand's in a natural position, because he's either going to tussle with the defender, or he had tussle with the defender, which seems to me that's not allowed. So
exactly. Like you can, like none of it makes sense, man. None of it makes sense.
This was the tweet you're on about, Jiggy. He said, did anyone see the Jake Heisman tweet about the signing hit rate? 3 out of 42 undisputed hits with 1.5 billion spent. We are fucked. I'm just going to minimize the screen a bit, just so it's a bit easier to read. So this is the tweet you're on about specifically.
Bro, go back. Don't stop there. Go back to summer 2015 and do the strike rate on transfers at this club. It's shit.
How are they naming? Hold on. How are they naming players misses who were literally brought in for to be sold? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, I've got to look at the names.
And Viega and all of. They got Sancho as a miss. Sancho came in as a loan in a season where we got top 4 and won the trophy, and he scored in the final. How is he a miss? How is Sancho a miss?
Caicedo, Palmer, Estevao,
Sancho was a fucking loanee who came in, scored in the final, played key games, and got us in the top 4. How is he a miss? This list is biased. This shit is biased. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. How is Dewsbury Hall a miss? How?
No, I don't get that one. He did his job.
How is Madueke a miss? We bought him for 40-something, sold him for 50.
No, Dewsbury Hall, we didn't. We broke even with him.
How is Madueke a miss? Ukuchuku, say these guys we made money on. How are they misses? They just got a list of people that they just marked as misses on their
the brothers that we got profit on.
We sold for like double, triple. How is that a miss? This don't even make sense.
Stay with me.
Angelo Gabriel's a miss.
Is he saying miss in terms of performance or how much?
Gabriel, we bought that motherfucker for nothing and sold him to Saudi. How is he a miss?
This must solely be based on impact at the first team.
Yeah, I mean, I
didn't know that.
Hold on. I don't think he cares about if they made a 2 million profit on them. I think he's just saying
most of us shouldn't give a shit.
But all
Maldini, where is Cucurella?
I think it's go back.
No, this is the sporting directors.
Yeah, it's just since the sporting directors are coming.
Yeah, that makes retarded to list every player and be like, oh well, he didn't make it to the first team. Grab every fucking team sheet that do that. You can do that with teams that won the league, and you'll see a bunch of miss. Only thing you'll say it's not a miss is because they won the league. But if you go by the individual players play, they ain't fucking play well.
This is what I don't get though. Gittins is already put up here as a miss, yet Garnacho is still to be determined. The latter is still to be determined.
A motherfucker that played half a season is a miss.
Yeah, this is where it starts to lose me. How is Gittins already a miss?
He played half a season.
I don't know, man.
It's just biasness, of course. Can't rule that out. It's biasness.
Null and void, man. Null and void.
Yeah.
We made profit on Vega, but he's viewed as a miss.
No,
Sancho was a loan of a smart loan move, and it was viewed as a miss.
Madueke is the one that got me crazy. Madueke, we spent 20-something million for. We sold him for 50.
I think though they would have to play a big chunk of games though to be determined a miss. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
unless you're getting.
Yeah, but if you're like playing like only like 8 to 10 games, it's like, what's the point?
You give him 2 years in the starting lineup, and then you see.
Yeah, exactly. You can't like.
If I go by that, then money is a miss for me.
Yeah, he is a miss.
Of course.
Because you weren't just hanging out.
Some played the eye test, you know what I mean?
It's not like you had no impact on my team. You were my starting right winger for a year and a half, and you were shit. So that's how I mean. It was a win in terms of profit. Big up.
Yeah.
Shout out African Giants again, brother. Big up, man. He says with this owners, we are just going to be 1 year away from being 1 year away. There has to be an adjustment in our recruitment, or we are fucked. In 3 attacking positions, only 2 are experienced. If anything happens to Mark, it's long. Well, here's where I tell you that Mark Cucurella pulled up a knock, and he might be a doubt for the next game. So, yeah.
Also, forget the Cucurella, like the knock thing. At the end of the season, he has 2 years left on his deal. They've already agreed a new contract that didn't increase his length.
And Hato can barely get
and
a game
they are not going to. I doubt they're going to let him get to a point where he has 1 year left on his contract and he's still at the club, based on the way they've gone about things so far.
Wait, so what was that contract thing about his wages?
Like 2 years is like
they just increased his wages.
They increased his wages, yeah.
I felt so sorry for him yesterday, man. He got the ball back so many times yesterday, and then he had that bum on the left-hand side.
Yeah, he wasn't tracking back. That's why Greg got caught out a few times. Yeah.
No wonder he pulled a hamstring, man. Last 2 games, he's been busting his gut, especially like Newcastle. How many runs did he make at Newcastle? And Ganacho just didn't even look up and see him pass the ball.
A lot of Villa's attacks were down our left-hand side after the 50th.
And Cucurella took him out all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
Reece got 2 years left end of season too. But I'm not really as like. I'd be very surprised if they allowed that to go any further.
Why would you be surprised at anything that these people?
I was going to say, why would you be surprised at this point?
I was literally get to that immediately after.
But Jimmy, I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah. They are not letting no Reece James go that.
I think that would genuinely start a protest.
Man, they ain't. Come on, like I understand they shit and all that, but they ain't that bad. Like, come on, like I think.
Yeah, because
I don't know about Reece James. Y'all pushing it.
Internal solutions.
Y'all pushing it.
It's just the pessimists if he started to come out.
That's pushing. The estrogen is pushing through the.
Let me predict.
Ain't no way.
24 hours.
The ain't no way thing. It can only go so far.
Reece James, letting Reece James contract run out.
Let me predict something within the next.
Are they going to listen? Not letting it run out. I got to give him another contract for $250K.
Reece James will get another contract. I'll bet anybody any amount of money y'all want to name. I'll put it up right now.
I didn't say he was. Did I say? You see?
We put it in escrow. We can let Lewis hold it. Whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to bet, I'll bet right now. Reece James signed a long-term contract.
Watch this.
Let me say this. I don't know if he'll sign it. He'll get offered it.
Will it be on the same wages he's making now?
I'm gonna say it again. He'll get offered it at that money.
At the money.
Any amount of money you want to bet, we can bet that.
I bet even the next 6 to 12 months, we'll be hearing something about a prodigy from the Cobham. Right back prodigy.
We really believe in Josh Achimpong as a right back.
We'll be hearing something.
Like I said,
the same with the left back.
He's going to say no. It's going to be a whole thing. You know how this goes.
To African Giants, I agree as well. Like, we should have had that adjustment this summer. Coming off the World Cup win was the right time to do that. Instead, we brought in Buonanotte and Garnacho.
They played us.
No,
because that's where you make the step up and you make the moves to have us contending for the league.
No, because in their eyes, it's progress. So what they're doing is right. So it's no.
You know, so hilarious.
And that's the way that they use it because they're stupid.
I'm gonna say it just like Alex said the other day. How is it? How is it?
2 trophies, progress.
When I was in here calling this window a 3, and Andrew was calling it a 3 and a 4, and we were saying we need center backs, and we were saying this and this. Could somebody remind me, who was I arguing with? If everybody all of a sudden agree with all of that now, who was I arguing with? Can somebody tell me?
Justice has to be one man. Justice has to be one of them.
Who was I screaming at in the chat when I was saying these things that came to fruition?
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Because all of a sudden, everybody agrees with these things, and then y'all try to throw them back at me. No, bitch, you don't get to throw back at me what I said in the beginning of the season. You don't get to join this side and act like I didn't see you walk over here.
You don't get to jump on the bandwagon right now. Yeah, off it. That's it.
I remember we needed this, Jimmy. I remember the days when we needed a center back, even before Colwell got injured.
Before
those days.
Before.
Exactly. And now,
Alex, let's get this straight. We were saying 2 before Colwell.
2, yeah.
2. I remember. I got these streams saved. I'm waiting for the day for certain people to start jumping on this train and try. Y'all don't even know. Sometimes I say some shit I don't believe to try to bait people up to argue my own point back against.
Let's not pretend who it was.
It was fast.
It was cool. So it's like, again, the same kind of guys. This is cool. Yeah, I'd rather spend on 2 guys and see if those 2 guys work out.
Hey, Rodrigo, I remember that. You buy. No, Daniel, you buy 2 and you let them battle it out.
Cool, man. Yeah. That Rodrigo be shit. I said it then. I didn't want Gittins or Garnacho. Gittins, I don't respect it. I'm sorry.
You got us both.
How many Bundesliga niggas we gonna sign?
Yeah, that
How many?
I'm not putting.
He wasn't. The funny part is he wasn't even good in the Bundesliga. He was good in the Champions League.
I'm not even putting it on the league. These niggas
it was only the Champions League really
get
got
the
me
wrong players.
You have PTSD to say, you know what? I don't know how to pick players from this league.
Exactly.
Yes. Chelsea go to Germany and get the worst fucking players. That's what we do.
Let's stay away from Germany.
Yeah.
No, don't stay away from Germany. Stay away from these players.
Look how much people pick out of Germany with good players. Oh, they gonna keep going. They just gonna keep getting
bro.
You can't pick.
Look at Ekatike, bro. Like, that's who we should have got for striker.
Yeah.
But instead we decided to go and get fucking Delap.
Yeah, Scott, but you didn't want Ekatike in the first place.
But you didn't, but people didn't like it. Too.
Exactly.
I liked him better than Delap, though.
Well, no.
Yo, that's why, Alex. Alex,
let Daniel.
Niggas was calling him Eki, and niggas, nobody want Voltimatum except
I didn't want Ekatike.
I was.
No, you.
And I didn't want Delap. I didn't want any of these guys. What I told you, because they told me Gittins was the next Leao. I said, okay, big up.
Who said that?
Nah, I don't think nobody said that. Nobody ain't say that.
You said that.
Nobody told me that. Darren CFC.
If someone said someone was the next Leao, I wouldn't want the player.
No. Now I said, okay, if you're telling me these guys are the next, okay, cool. I don't watch this kind of league. And I know these Bundesliga guys have fucked every time we find them. But if you're telling me this is now the one time it's going to be different, big up. Guess what? It's not fucking different.
Exactly.
Someone's mic's bugging.
Bro, Leao and this team will cook anyway.
I remember nobody wanted these strikes. I remember Joey was head over heels over these two strikers. He said the one thing he said was they need to improve their finishing, but everything else in their game, blah blah. I remember that shit. Yep. I remember Joey was very up. Even I was sitting here like, boy, Joey, these strikers better work out because nigga, you are gassing them up. And guess what? They both back.
The funny part is before, because the number one striker we linked for, it was Gittins. I swear, man, not a freaking fraud on this space said anything about him. Everybody says over here, no, why are we linked with Gittins? He was not even Mahmoud. He was a feeder for what's his name? Mamouche. Everybody said Mamouche was the reason they were so good. But now all of a sudden, Ekatike. Yeah,
Mamouche left and he still had less goals than Mamouche. I remember.
Exactly.
I remember. That was the main thing everybody kept saying. Who got more goals now?
I like that Voldemort because I didn't think he was actually from Bundesliga. I watched his highlights. I didn't think he's a Bundesliga player because that's how he plays. He doesn't play like a regular Bundesliga player.
Yeah,
you don't need a ton of space like most of them.
Yeah,
that's the funny part is, man. I swear, man. Some people should stick to Football Manager. I swear,
that's
man.
Honestly, that's why I give it up to Joey. Like when it came to the strikers, me and him did a lot of streams over to something. He kept saying, like, yo, Jimmy, these two strikers. He was like, yo, I think it's a high chance these guys are gonna hit because they're not your typical Bundesliga strikers who you see just running on the last man. They can dribble, they can hold up play, they can attack the ball. He said the only problem is they might want to tweak their finishing. And I was like, well, you never know. Sometimes people just move and the finishing go together. Man, that fucking strike. Ekatike and Voltimatum, they strike the ball like strikers. They score. They got decent touch. Hold up play. They're strikers. Even their bad games, they look like strikers. Delap looks like a center back. And you like, yo, go up there.
You were saying this last year, right? Omorodion and what's the other guy? Jean Duran. And people were saying,
oh yeah.
Jean Duran. People make fun of him. Yeah.
The scouts credit. They scouted these guys. They scout it seems like they always scout the right guy and sign
the wrong dude.
One credit the wrong one. The right guy. You want credit for scouting? Who cares?
But they can't agree.
But no, it's like the old when you hear Arsene Wenger, oh, I could have signed this player. That's what we do with scouts. We scouted this player.
I actually think that Andrew, I think actually that's a fake. I think they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
I think they do it on purpose. Especially that's a Mado thing link.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
I told you, I said that. I don't believe
this smells like the specific. I wouldn't be surprised that they did their own leak, like they leaked.
It's like, true. It's a distraction technique, Alex. It's a distraction technique.
That's where, man, that's a Mano thing situation. I was like, nah, you can't.
Alex, I said it a few minutes ago. Why would this job is all about ego, right? Why would these guys admit they got it wrong, spending £100 million to go for another left winger? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't admit that. Why would they admit they got it wrong?
Andrew, that's because they don't understand what this job is about. It's not about It's not about ego at all, right? It's about moving to the next thing as quickly as possible.
But they don't want to admit that.
The next thing, right? We're not going to remember you fucked up.
Exactly.
Football moves so quickly that when if you sign the next guy, right? That's easy, right? And right now, as much as problems that we have, and we say, we can get these players, those players. If you went out there and you targeted Rodgers, you get Rodgers, right? But we're going to say, no, we want a different type of player, this, and that. Cool. If you got that right, and the player comes in and he's scoring goals and he's doing a double selling with Palmer, now the whole fan base is happy. All that shit, they've forgotten about it.
But we all know.
Wait, hold on, Alex. I'm saying, Andrew. To that point, Daniel, look at Liverpool. You think they give a fuck about Isak right now? They all they can see is Ekitike scoring goals, bro. That's what they see. That's what they see. That's what they see.
But also, why would
goals?
It's the basic abilities there, Jimmy. That's the thing.
I have all that there
when I
above
talk about ego, right? We know one of these guys wanted Garnacho from January, right? It's not even like a summer thing. They wanted him from January, right? Why would he agree to sign another left winger? It's all. I know what you're saying. They shouldn't have ego, Daniel, but we all know these guys have ego. They've got an ego because they've been given a 6-year contract extension. They've been given a 6-year contract extension. They got big ego because
and they give themselves all the credit for the World Cup win.
So they're not going to admit they got it wrong. They spent 19.
Also, there is going to be no apology stream. Fuck Minerals. Sorry.
These are racist.
By the way, I need to address that as well.
Winter. They don't understand what this game is.
Exactly. They don't understand.
People keep telling me this is the ownership model, and I'm like, just when you think of it long term, right? And the money they've put into this club, nobody is giving you that money back. You're just not gonna get it. Because how am I gonna make my money back? Why would I just give you $5 billion or $6 billion?
Exactly.
Right? And you still have to do a stadium. So am I gonna do that problem or is it gonna be you? Right? No. So when people say, well, they're just doing it just to keep things, no. When they realize, because they really thought this shit was working. Yeah. Especially in the summer. They really believe, no, our model is for sure working. In a year or two, we're gonna win a league title. It's gonna be
you know why, Daniel? Because I said, Lewis said it.
Are you watching NFL, Jimmy?
Lewis said it. Let's Lewis said a few minutes ago, I thought it was going to change in the summer. Why? They see this as progress. 12 to 6 to 4 for 2 trophies. They see this as working. They see this as working all the time. So they're not going to change anything when they say it's working. Exactly. Then on top of that, they get given 6-year contract extensions, which means above they think that it's working as well. So why wouldn't they continue with what they're doing? They think it's working. Honestly, that's what they do. And you got the tweets out. They're happy with 4th. They're happy with 4th and maybe a cup. That's what they're happy with.
And then you hear Fatur, on TV. We love you, Todd. We love you, Todd. On the street.
He's got nothing to do with it, Todd.
We are spicy Brighton, man. I'm telling you, man. Spicy Brighton. Fucking Steelers lost. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Steelers lost.
Yeah, they fucking lost, you bastards. Fuck out of here.
How's the Cowboys doing? I haven't checked on them in a while.
Yeah, I bet you haven't checked, have you?
Yeah.
Remind me. Struggle. No. Remind me of struggle.
Now,
look,
hold on. Isaiah, what are you saying, bro?
Hold on a second. The ownership.
Hold on. This is one of them. See, earlier you were looking for who said, yo, the summer window was a 7, was an 8. This is one of them right there.
What are you lying for, man?
Get him on here. Habibi, where you at?
No,
Habibi, get up here, yo.
Big up, Habibi. Hey, listen.
How's rebuilding Syria going on?
We need to talk. Wait, let me turn my volume up, you son of a. Let me
turn it up. That's loud enough, bro. Where you going, man?
So wait, did you say the window was the 70s?
My speakers in my
He's going live now.
Shit, bro. Why is Daniel lying? Daniel lying on my name 24/7.
I'm lying on your name.
Yeah, you was one of the people who told me I was being negative. How about now?
Listen, bro, let me tell you something real quick. Listen, first of all, big up to all of you, man. It's been a while.
Man. I hope you're doing
I feel good, Ziad.
We want to first and second of all, we want to say RIP to Hakim Ziyech's brother, man. We want to say RIP to him, man. But listen, I didn't say nothing about no blood. Listen, I knew from the start. I had my doubts about Maresca from the start, but I told you.
No, we talk about the
guys.
players.
So we gotta let him land this point. Go on,
man. Relax. Okay, everyone relax. But
another regime change in Syria.
The sporting directors absolutely let Maresca down in the summer. I'm sorry. Listen, it's very simple right now. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been following Chelsea that closely, hence why I haven't been around. Like I've seen a couple games. Like I've missed more games than I've watched. It's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Okay, but let me tell you this. I think the sporting directors are clowns. I think the owners are clowns. I think the squad isn't good enough. And I think we've got a cup manager. I don't think he's, in the long run, like to win a league, 38 games, consistency, I don't think he's the man. On a one-off game, I think he's the man. PSG, Barcelona, Arsenal, these kind of games, I think he's there. But for the whole season, nah, man. I don't think he's there. But listen, the main problem we've got, because the main issue that's probably holding us back right now, is the sporting directors and the squad they've built. Because Garnacho is up there with the worst footballers I've seen play for Chelsea. Okay, Delap wants to RKO everyone every time he goes. Chalobah is an average centre back. Okay, what's his face? Lavia, who we really need, is never there. You know, Neto, who's a very good player, but very inconsistent.
Neto is not a very good player.
No, he's a good player, but he's just too inconsistent. Like on his day, he's a very good player, but he's just too inconsistent, and you never know what player is going to show up. You know, sometimes I feel very sorry for Caicedo. The guy is basically like him and I don't know who, Reece James. Reece James has been crazy this season. Yeah, Reece James has been mad. But like to win, we want to win the league now. In an off game, I think Chelsea in the UCL, I don't know, maybe. But even then, we're too inconsistent. But if we want to talk about the league now, which we haven't won in almost 7-8 years, whatever, you have to be consistent. 9 years, there we go. You have to be consistent. We have to be consistent. And the squad just isn't good enough to be consistent. And there's too many holes in this team. Like, if you want to talk about players that we trust to be consistent, week in, week out, how many is there actually? 4?
4. Yeah, see?
Out of the whole 11. Out of the whole 11.
I think maybe 2, 3.
It's even worse. So, and I think that's obviously goes down to these sporting directors who built the team, but also the manager. He just makes too many mistakes to be consistent on winning the league. You can't make these mistakes and when you want to win the league. Yeah, it's not the same as it was years ago.
You know you can. I disagree. To say you can't make these mistakes and win, bullshit.
Really?
Bullshit. You know why? Because when you got players good enough, you get a game like yesterday, where Ryan Cherky single-handedly said, "We're not losing today." Nothing Pep did, nothing nobody did that. Ryan Cherky said, "I'm not losing today." And they won the game.
But Forest were very good.
No, don't get me wrong. The squad is worse than. There's more blame on the squad directors who built the squad than I'm blaming Maresca 100%. But this squad is like for winning.
Well,
the league,
at least Pep Guardiola did not take him off and made him sub. That's one thing he did, because Maresca could have subbed Cherky if he was there.
Why would he have
Palmer on?
Playing good. Palmer was playing like shit. Don't compare Palmer to what Cherky was doing. Cherky was fucking cooking yesterday. Whole game.
He's a baller. He's a serious player. That
Palmer was whack yesterday. Palmer was whack. And that's my guy, but he was whack yesterday. Whack.
Listen, I know
made the decision to go to Garnacho 2 times when he didn't have to, too. Don't forget that. 2 times. He had other options. He went to Garnacho.
Garnacho needs to not play football again for Chelsea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. There's sometimes you question how certain footballers you question, Scott, sometimes how certain footballers become professional, and I'm not joking. He's up there. He is one of the players that I question how he made professional. But the point is also with Maresca, like, listen, João Pedro is not a lone striker. He's just not a striker. We all know that. Like, why? Like, even in the Club World Cup when he was scoring bangers and playing well, he wasn't playing as a lone striker doing everything.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
he was.
One
Yes,
second.
he was.
One second. When I'm saying that, he was allowed, the way we were playing, he was allowed to still drop deep and link up play.
He does that now. He just doesn't do it effectively.
Okay, but Scott, I still think he works better with a striker.
I think he works better with Palmer, who he ain't really played with that much.
Also, in the Club World Cup, he had one game where he was excellent without a striker. Where he played striker.
No, I know, but I'm saying I just feel like he's.
I think a best striker is.
I just feel like he's not good, maybe, or he's like not really suited to this league. Essentially,
I'm just saying, and as a whole, don't you think his attributes, he will thrive better with a striker?
I'd tell you right now, we should abandon this whole striker thing and play like PSG. I've been saying it for weeks now.
That's what I said. False 9, Neto, false 9 until the end of the season.
This striker thing is never going to work out for us.
But who's Badiashile? Hold on, quick, Andrew. Who's Badiashile? Who's Chalaba? Who's Fofana going to pass to? All this crazy passing that they do throughout to split the whole freaking field.
Well, that's why he made that pass. He wasn't wearing his glasses yesterday.
Yeah.
And I also think this might be a bit weird. Yeah, this might be a bit weird, but I also think some of the players are a joke, and I genuinely believe this might, you lot might completely disagree, but I think in this day and age, these footballers, I genuinely believe none of them actually give a shit. Like there's none of this. Oh, I'm gonna play for the badge. There's none of, like, I'm sorry. Why do these players only fucking show up in the big games? Why do they only look like they fucking give a shit in the big games?
Oh, I asked that question.
There's an element of cowardice here.
I asked that question.
I agree.
Why is always punching in the air against Barcelona? Why is punching in the air?
They don't give a shit, man. They only care when it comes to the big games.
They don't like
otherwise, they're just stuck up overplayed players.
They don't like pressure.
I'm gonna play for Chelsea. This is Chelsea. It's a privilege to play for
Chelsea. The pressure's on the opposition. I'm guessing.
They don't like pressure. I'm telling you right now.
They just.
Or when they get sucker punched, yeah,
they are literally softies.
They're pussies.
Enzo Fernandez is the biggest of them all.
No, this is the fourth iteration of this team, right? And it's the same thing. We're saying the exact same thing.
Exactly.
I think it's a generation.
Hold on. You can say it's a generation, but these same generations are playing for Manchester City.
Yeah, but unless you have a crazy manager in Pep, it's different.
Nah, man, y'all know what Daniel's saying is right, bro. Listen,
you're asking for a miracle worker, man.
A team.
I'm
gonna say it again. This team, these directors are using too much database. The psyche part of the game is not being analyzed by these guys. It's being abandoned. You can see it. That's why when the team spirit goes down, who's the guy that goes heads up? Like I said earlier, who's the guy to pick up the team when nothing's going good? We don't even have one of those. We don't. I'm not saying we don't have good players. Cole Palmer's a great player, but he's not that guy. He's not a leader. Cole Palmer is not a leader. He's not.
That's what Bruno Guimaraes is. That's what Bruno Guimaraes is.
But Jimmy, when we won 0-0 down,
Reece James is not that. Reece James is not that person either.
Yeah, I just think
playing on the pitch.
Reece James is that kind of player, but Reece James is a fucking.
That's how he plays.
I'm talking about an attacker. Your attack, that goal is going to come from your.
Another thing, Chelsea has a discipline problem. I don't care. It starts with the manager. Manager been suspended watching from the what's the name, from the bleachers. Like the whole team has what's the name, attitude problems. They think that we're bigger than they are.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
Well, the yellow card. Yellow card. Oh my God.
You can see
there are still stupid moments. Like Caicedo against Cardiff, for example. That was one of the most unnecessary things.
Yeah, but I want to know what a manager have to do with a player going to a ref. That ain't not a man. That's a player
Oh
deciding.
yeah, I
This is
agree.
common
Matt.
sense. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying it starts with the manager. Even he got the yellow enough to get suspended because he didn't get straight red.
We've been getting yellow cards since Pochettino,
Palmer.
bro. It starts with these players.
But that's
Yeah,
what I'm
players.
saying.
So why do
Pochettino.
you guys think? Why do you guys think
It starts
the reason?
because we have the youngest team in the league, and y'all
No,
wonder
that's
why
not-
we got petulance.
No, I'm not saying that.
It's the youngest team in the league.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying why. Obviously, I think one of the reasons is the manager and obviously the players. But what's the key factor behind us only basically performing at a good level, and it only look like the players are actually trying to win the game is against the big teams and in the big games? Why?
Because they know they've been watched on the world stage versus the not.
That's not a why. That's not a why thing. Brighton did that all the fucking time. Crystal Palace does it. There's a lot of small teams that when it comes to the big games, that's when they play really
That's what I'm saying.
Palace and Brighton are not trying to win the league. We need to be
because players get scouted in those games. Are you kidding me? Players get scouting in those games. Are you serious?
Who says we're trying to win the league?
We're not trying to win the league. Who said that?
No, I'm saying
the aim is top 4 and a run in the cup this season.
Top 4 Arsenal. Everyone got so excited about a top 4 last season. No one gives a shit.
Well, don't get me wrong. There's people thinking that we are like, if it's not red cards, we're going to win the league. There's that level of delusion.
No, but I'm saying like we only
not anymore.
We can only even the manager. We go back to the manager. We only
you done, Lewis.
Bro, there's been like 10 more games. It's not the case of red cards anymore.
Okay, what was the case 2 weeks ago?
Not December.
Remember 2 weeks ago? Oh, we're second. We're still in the title race.
No, that wasn't 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 3 weeks ago. Okay, my bad.
I'm a month ago, you fool.
November 30th.
It's November 30th.
But December, we just decided to completely shit on all of that. So, all right.
By the way, last December, same thing. I told you, man. Last December. That's why I said Maresca gotta get fired in December. Before December. Since the end of the last season. I said, I don't care. He's getting sacked after this.
Just a cup manager.
You see, another thing against the cup. Why won't we get the manager that's good on consistency, building how you say it, not a one-off game, build consistency with
what manager is gonna be consistent with these?
Getting a proven winner.
No, not the proven winner. That's not what I'm saying.
Hold on.
That's not what I'm saying. If we go,
what manager, whether they on the team or not, what manager do you think would make this team be fighting against Arsenal?
Ray Charles.
There ain't one. And y'all
I'm not
that.
saying no. I'm not. This is the thing. You going like completely up. Like I'm not saying that. I'm saying instead of us being a cup manager, let's find the manager that can make us win 5 games in a row and play some kind of like. How you say it?
What is that getting you?
Consistency of the players playing together.
No, a top 4 team is not consistent. The only consistent teams in the league is the niggas who's challenging for the title. Nobody else is consistent.
Facts, yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
So y'all looking for this middle ground between Maresca and Pep. There's no middle ground between Maresca and Pep. It's either you Maresca or you fucking Pep.
It is a ground. It's just a big field.
Who's the manager in between them? Name me the manager in between Maresca and Pep.
And please, no one say Glasner, for fuck's sake.
I want somebody to name me the manager. You would say it's in between Maresca and Pep.
I was gonna say
nothing to do with me.
I was gonna say Emery.
What is he gonna win you?
I said that yesterday, Lo.
Hold on, wait. Exactly. And what is he gonna win you?
He's inconsistent as well.
He's such a top manager. Conference League? That's what Emery's gonna win you, right?
They're all in the same boat.
They're all the same.
I wouldn't. You see, you're saying in between. I wouldn't. I've always said if you want to do this young team thing, the manager has to be extremely experienced. It's always the opposite for me.
But no manager's gonna take that job.
But they do.
Oh no! They will take the job, Jimmy. They'll just encounter the same problems and then leave or get fired.
Let me say
That's how
this:
it works.
they'll take the job when they don't have a job, and then when they get success, what happens?
they fuck off because they really.
They'll ask for players. They won't get them, and then they'll walk and get
fuck
players.
off
In that time, though.
Wait,
In that
the
time,
Resta didn't fuck off because he didn't really have the power to, but he did started flexing a little bit of muscle, right? He said, "Give me this, give me this, give me that." They didn't give it to him.
No.
What y'all think? What y'all think Enrique and these dudes gonna do?
I know he's gonna leave. We know he's gonna leave. He's gonna get fired. He's gonna go coach Juve or something. That's not what we're talking about, right? If you're telling me, because in the summertime I was saying I want Allegri.
Yeah.
His style of play is old. He's the way he does. Only because I know he's built. How many teams?
Just go get Conte back, bro. Fuck it, man.
So,
I don't want Conte. I didn't want Conte.
Fuck that shit. No, but 1 second. But I don't buy this inexperienced
play better.
No, but I've never bought this inexperienced stuff. Who's inexperienced?
Wait, hold on, wait, Daniel. I need to hit. You think Allegri would have this team play better?
I think Allegri would manage his team a lot better.
I think Allegri would be a bit more adaptable. I agree. Allegri would be a bit more adaptable.
That's not a big question.
Where would we be? What would he have did to save these center backs? How would he have made these center backs better?
I think Allegri would have left because he wouldn't have got the players he wanted.
Exactly. Allegri would have said, "Give me motherfucking center backs."
What
fuck are we talking
Allegri
about?
Didn't leave, man. He didn't leave AC Milan, did he?
That's AC Milan.
Allegri is not also giving
AC Milan. Allegri's gonna hold Italian clubs in the higher.
You're gonna be homesick real quickly in here.
Huh? Well, he lost his best players this year.
Who's his best players?
He lost Reindeer and these kind of guys, right?
Oh, right.
He lost those guys.
Yeah, but that's not
but
Italian
you cannot.
football.
But at the same time, okay, if you don't want to.
And last season, what did they finish?
Hold on, Daniel. Hold on.
I remember correctly, like 8.
The funny part is how you can manage inexperienced squad with inexperienced manager. That's just reckless.
Yeah, but who's inexperienced in our squad? I don't buy this inexperienced stuff.
They're
not good
inexperienced.
Who the fuck is inexperienced? They're all inexperienced.
A lot of them. This is their first.
Yeah, vast majority. Yeah, the first season.
It's literally the youngest fucking squad in the league by age.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like how you can have a manager that's inexperienced with the young man.
The only person that's really gonna take the job and stay in it is a manager who needs the job. Why you think?
No, I get what you're saying, sir.
Why you think Maresca is talking with chess now? Because he got options. He got fucking options.
So he changed his agent.
If Enrique would have came in, let's say Enrique came in, got us top 4, got us Club World Cup, Conference League, you think he'll still be here right now? Because I don't think so. Because he would have came out in the summer, they would have told him, we getting you Delap, we getting you Garnacho, we getting you. He would have been like, man, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he will quit. But this one is not even quitting.
Why the fuck would he quit? Why
so
would
he will.
Okay. Wait. This idea that he would quit is bullshit. Also, he would get fired. Stop acting like these managers walk away from contracts. None of them do. They get fired.
Plus, he's got a massive buyout thing as well. Someone has to spend a lot of money to get him.
Last manager did it. He walked away.
Well, he only had a 2
mutual termination, but
his contract was up.
He had a 1 year.
Nah, he had 2 years.
I say it was. The contract definitely wasn't up.
That shit was up.
It was about. He was trying to renegotiate the terms, and then obviously he didn't get what he wanted. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I question people saying like, do you believe that Maresca can buy players? No, nobody believes it because he's a yes man. But no, it's everybody agrees on it. But do you believe that Maresca does not like a player and they will still buy it over his head?
Yes.
And he will not. But he will not say no to it.
Yes. I think these dudes would do that.
I don't. You see. I don't. At least.
Felix.
No.
Literally, last season. That's a good point.
You love that one.
What I'm saying is.
Million.
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he should say no. If not, what's the difference? You're still gonna get fired. You're gonna play players that you didn't want.
Alex, see this idea that y'all have is, they signed one player I don't like. I'm walking away from my job. Get the fuck out of here. So when you work
That's not one player. That's not one player. That's not one player.
Even if it's 3 players, it's still unreal. I'm not walking away from $2-3 million a year because you signed 3 players I don't like.
By the way, Maresca literally single-handedly said he talked to his family. He talked to Delap's father. Maresca talked to Delap's father to convince him to join Chelsea. So no.
I mean, that's a part of his job.
my God, that's a
Here's the thing, though.
Alex, if your boss said, "I need you to talk to this player, this person I'm about to hire, convince him to come work here," and you told your boss no, you think you're gonna have your job the next day?
Yes.
Get the fuck.
I'm not putting no name because of somebody I don't know.
Well, Alex, you clearly don't know how the fucking reality of the world works. Jobs.
But he knows that. He knows that.
So that's why it actually even more makes it sense that he did wanted him.
No, it don't. That's just what you do as a coach. It's a part of your job. How the fuck a coach is a part of a project? The team is trying to get a player, and I'm not gonna help. What are we talking about?
Plus, he already coached him. He's already coached him previously, so he's got a connection with him already. So
it's literally a part of the job.
But my thing is though, it wouldn't have mattered if Maresca was here or not. We probably would have signed Delap anyway. So
not problem.
Yeah.
We were getting Delap from last year before Maresca was on our fucking team. When we had Potch and people knew I'm saying when the season started. We didn't know what Maresca was going to do.
We went into Delap in December. We went into December.
They was talking about Delap.
Yeah, particularly in January. I remember.
Yeah, so
before we knew what Maresca was going to do, how long he was going to be, any of that. So why would they have Maresca selling the project?
Half the guys, by the way, sorry.
Come on, Raiders.
Half the guys that we signed.
Half the
guys that we. So yeah, I was saying half the guys that we signed, obviously this summer, we were all linked with them in January, the January before. So. It's not really a surprise like some of the guys that we got anyway to begin with.
Yeah, this idea that Maresca co-signed
them. One of those wingers. We didn't think it'd be both.
Chelsea are just run like nearly every other European club. The club buys the players, not for the coach. They just ask the coach to coach them. That's what it is. That's what it is. So it's
improve their value then.
England was the last league for it to happen, and now it's happening in this league.
And now it's happening in England.
Exactly. They're just in line with every other European club. There's only a very few rare cases. Probably Man City is probably the rarest, and maybe Arsenal. But maybe even Arsenal. It's not even happening to Arsenal.
No, Arsenal this year switched. Remember Burton came in?
Yeah, it's not even happening to Arsenal anymore. So
he's like, remember he won in Sesko. They said, nope, you get Bucharest.
So it's basically only Man City. It's Man City in this country that the manager has an overall probably a vote in it. In who we
Baltimore Ravens 8-8. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, but it's still.
But it's no shock why these are the best teams in the world. Then, right?
Huh? Say that again, Daniel.
I said it's no shock. These are the best teams in the world. Like City, this is why City is even competing with Arsenal. Arsenal should be blowing them away.
Yeah,
and running this league right now. It's a competition because, right? Pep was lucky enough, or whatever you want to call it, to get a player like Cherky in there, and you have Haaland. It's that easy. He's using two guys to make up the fucking difference. The back line is the exact same as it was last year. He ain't buy shit. Well, he did buy a keeper.
The only difference is the goalkeeper change. That's the only difference is the goalkeeper change.
Yeah, he's saving them points, and then
by the way, we were told we shouldn't get Donnarumma because his kicking is not that good.
The style of play. He can't play for Maresca style of play, but he can play for Pep's.
Yeah, exactly. He can't play Maresca ball.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Wait, Daniel, wait. Hold on, Daniel. We haven't talked since then. I don't know if you know this. Daniel, remember that PSG goalkeeper? You know where he's at now, right? On the bench.
He's on the bench.
Chevy Malibu. He's on the fucking bench.
Yeah, it's a Russian brother that they're playing now.
He's on the bench. Remember that day they signed him and me and Daniel said we'll be here for it?
Chevy Malibu. This is the problem.
Chevy Malibu. He's on the bench.
You don't want to learn from the errors. It's okay to
Chandeliers on the bench.
I thought this style of play thing was a real thing. You realize now it's not a real thing. You can't make up the experience of Donnarumma winning all the titles he's won at 26. Nobody's better than him.
And by the way, Sanchez kicks long. Are you telling me no goalkeeper can kick long? Are you telling me that?
Yeah, game's gone now. If you can't
his best distribution is the long ball. Yes. Yes, his best distribution is the long.
Are you telling me you can't coach Donnarumma to kick it long?
Was I the only one bugging the fuck out when Sanchez fell and bust his ass?
Yeah, I was.
You know why that happened? Because he always tried to wait till the last minute to throw this bounce pass. Like he done it. Why he always does that bounce pass?
He nearly done it a few minutes before. He nearly
he just let it go to Cole Palmer. Yeah, it just almost happened. He got to stop doing that shit. He bust his ass. He bust his ass, yo.
It does work a good couple times. It's just that one was a bit of a howler still.
No, but that bounce pass is so dangerous because when the player runs on it, it's like every time it skips on them, they be surprised. It's like, yo, just roll the fucking ball on the floor. I don't know what that bounce.
I do hear that. Like, don't let it bounce. I hear that.
Yes, that bounce. I seen it 2 times. It got caught up on Cole Palmer. Was like, what the fuck?
It almost hit his hand. Everyone does know why the City defense is much better this season. It's because of Donnarumma, right?
Of course.
Not because they're like. Not because they've got up.
We're not saying he don't make mistakes, but he makes some fucking saves.
He makes a ton of mistakes.
But he makes saves that save points.
But the problem is they've got confidence in him, which breeds confidence in the centre backs. That's what happens because they've still got the same centre back, same. They've got Nunes. They're still playing Nunes at right back. So they're not as if they have to put Nico O'Reilly, who's really a midfielder, at left back. So they're not really they haven't really improved. They've just got a confidence in their goalkeeper, which brings confidence to them. But we'd rather have
Sanchez has been playing. That's why I say it's been criminal. These center backs need to be arrested. The fact that we've been able to get that out of Sanchez, all they had to do was be 6 out of 10s, and we'd be fine. They've been fucking 3 out of 10s. Our center back.
If they played 6 out of 10s, they'd be on the Ballon d'Or list. If they played 6 out of 10s, centre backs. I'm telling you right now,
bro.
They'd be honestly. I'll tell you right now, and Lewis, I don't care what anyone says. If Trevor Chalobah wasn't from Cobham, he'd get ripped to shreds.
Exactly.
He gets
a common pass all the
time.
No,
he does. He gets a pass, Daniel. That dude.
I don't know. Do you remember the way Chalobah was getting cooked in September?
What? He gets cooked.
He was getting all sorts of shit.
He's shit like the rest of them.
Chalobah getting cooked. Come on, Chalobah getting cooked.
I be hearing shit like,
bro, they put his face on everyone. They did what the West Ham fans were doing with Graham Potter last season.
Yeah, Chalobah was getting cooked. But at the end of the day, Chalobah and Fofana are best centre-back partnership.
That's why we are where we are.
I know, but that's what it is. But for some reason, Badiashile is starting.
I actually disagree with that, though. I don't think that's why we are where we are. Because in this league, with this as horrible as this league is being, with the back lines, we're still top 4. With our back line. No, we are. Goals conceded.
Oh, goals conceded.
Who
cares about top 4, man?
But Daniel, that's not saying nothing because we also in the top in goals scored too. They ain't saying shit. The problem is the goals that we let up are detrimental. Sometimes you could be up 2-3-0 and let up a goal. That's not what we do.
Hold on. Any goals you let up are going to be detrimental. The problem is when you're on top.
They're not. Not all goals you let up are detrimental.
I hear all
Sometimes
that.
you up 3-0.
The fact of the matter is the last 8 games or so, right? Because we haven't won anything. We haven't won in the last 5.
Cleveland rocks.
Or we have one win in the last 5, right? And even in that time, in most of our games in the Premier League, when Chalobah and Fofana have played together, we've gotten a clean sheet. They had one horrible game together, which was the last game.
Whoa. You tripping. No.
Here we go on Fofana.
That was before we started playing the last few games. Fofana has literally made a mistake.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The last few games this partnership wasn't him and wasn't Fofana and Chalobah.
Yep.
This was Badiashile and Chalobah. And Badiashile.
No, but even the last 3 games before that, crap. Fofana and Chalobah, Fofana was responsible for a goal 3 games in a row.
You got a membership upside.
But I'm saying before that run or whatever you want to call it, I think it was 2. I saw it as 2 games. You see it as 3. Cool.
Yeah, there was 5. I know it was 5 clean sheets.
It was like 6 clean sheets in 8 games or something like that, right?
Yeah, purple patch.
And the other game was like a 1.
It's purple. It's no longer purple.
It can't be purple if it's 14 games at that point.
No, no. It was they had
because we're at 18 games now, right?
Yeah, but bro, listen to my point. The games when the goals we allow, the games when they let up goals, they're detrimental goals. They're
11 points dropped from winning positions. Yeah, this season.
Yes, winning position, letting up goals, losing games from winning position. Yeah. Like I hear what you're saying.
What really hurt us? Let's look back to what really hurt us the last 4 or 5 games in the Premier League, right? Because prior to that, it was clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet in the Premier League. Going from Spurs, right? It was clean sheet Spurs, clean sheet Wolves, Burnley, all those teams. Then we hit the Bournemouth game where it was a 0-0, where we didn't win. We lost to Atalanta. That wasn't in the Premier League. We had a clean sheet against Everton. And it was a Newcastle game, which is what I was looking at as the horrible game that Chalobah and Fofana had together. But if I'm going back from that, I'm going to the Bournemouth game. That wasn't a horrible game from that. It was a 0-0. We couldn't fucking score. And it was the Arsenal game. I said it was red card.
But what happened to the Atalanta game? That was all mixed in. Like I'm not thinking. Like,
look, Atalanta. Atalanta wasn't Chalobah and Fofana.
Fofana came off the bench.
Yeah.
I'm saying when those two start.
When those two start, we have more chances than not conceding stupid goals.
When those two start together, and look at what from what I've seen, the only game that you can say those two starting together were horrible together, or Fofana was the horrible one, or whatever, was that last game.
That last game, yeah.
Newcastle, yeah.
The Newcastle game.
I disagree. I've had too many.
Right now, that's our best sense about pairing so far.
I don't care what people. This is the best pairing. It's not the best, but it's the best. It's not the best in the league, but it's the.
Let's go back and look at it though. Everything.
Yeah, I send it back. I hear it, but I send it back.
I'm gonna bounce it. I'm big up to all of you, man.
Take care, Zia.
There's really no way I can give them no credit. They ass, bro. I send it back to ass.
Listen,
nobody's disagreeing that they're not ass. Nobody. We said that it's best out of all of them. That partnership is the better than the rest of them. So my question is, why they didn't start yesterday?
They're all the same.
Why rested
Fofana don't play? They're all the same.
Yeah.
All the same.
Because Fofana. We back to why Fofana don't play. It's like asking why wasn't Reece James playing when he wasn't playing. It's the same thing.
No, to me, it's not
what do you mean, nah? It's literally. What do you mean, nah?
No. That's not it for me. I'm saying when we say our back line is horrible, that for whatever reason we can't. Like we always just group all of them in the same pot and like throw our hands up. And I said we have to stop doing that because when we have
they are literally all ass.
But they're not.
Who's not ass? Individually, which one of them are not ass?
I told you, Fofana and Chalobah as a pair.
Man, they are ass, bro. I'm sorry, they are ass.
You guys aren't going to agree on that.
Yeah, you're not going to.
They are ass.
I know why I stand with Fofana.
This is what I base it on. If Fofana or Chalobah was playing for any other team, I would not want. If Chelsea signed them, I'd be like, why the fuck are we signing them? That's why I say they're ass.
That's not what we compare. We're comparing to the players we have.
I'm telling you why they're ass to me. I know that's not how you comparing them because you don't think they ass. So how?
No, we do think ass, but I think less ass. Yes, I do. He's not.
Daniel,
let me make myself clear. I've always said this. I can only compare you to what I'm seeing in the fucking league.
Congratulations, man.
That's it. I can only compare you to what I'm seeing in the league. Yes, these guys are ass, but the league is ass. That's the reality, and they're better than most of the league.
I don't know what that means.
They're better than most of the league.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
They are though.
They're not.
I just think we're better than what we have.
They don't have fucking Caicedo. Most of the league don't have Caicedo. Most of the league don't have a goalkeeper playing that's good as Sanchez playing.
They ain't have Caicedo for a lot of them games either.
No, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The last games when we just named when they was playing shit, Caicedo wasn't there.
What? Caicedo wasn't there for Everton, was he?
Man, I'm gonna say it again. Our center backs are trash.
Why do we want to address it like
there's no metric. There's nothing. Nobody would take our center back.
Big up Diamond in the chat.
No team that's looking to do.
Big up Diamond,
we won 2-0 comfortable. There was no problem, and it was Fofana and Chalobah. Right? You go back to the previous game, Atalanta, right? Where he played Chelsea Adebayo and he played Badiashile. What happened? Badiashile in the tempo.
Exactly.
I ain't seen nothing.
I'm saying the best partnership at Chelsea right now it's Fofana and Chalobah. There's no freaking reason for him to put Badiashile. Why? Why Badiashile needed to start?
Because fucking Fofana cannot play as many games as you think.
Oh, it was a week ago.
We had the week off.
We have internal solutions for Levi Colwell.
So if Fofana played yesterday, he don't play the next game. What difference does it make?
It does make.
That's the issue, Jimmy.
How does it make a difference? What difference?
Who's stronger, Vila or Sunderland?
We're not playing Sunderland.
Yeah. Bournemouth.
Whatever, whoever we're playing.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
We're playing Bournemouth.
Yeah, who we saving Fofana for? Bournemouth?
How you know if he can play?
Basically.
Because he was on the bench.
He can play. He can play.
Yeah.
How do you guys know this?
Because he's on the bench.
If you're fit enough to make the bench,
we didn't hear nothing about an injury or a knock.
That's what Maresca said. Palmer is 100% ready.
Did they not say they're gonna do Fofana just the same way they did Reece James, right? Okay, so last year, out of nowhere, Reece James would not play, and everybody would lose their mind. And after the season, when they interviewed Reece James, what did they say? This was their plan. Go fucking look it up. Reece James, this was their plan. It's a fucking low management. You play here, you don't play here. You play here, you don't play here. It ain't the fucking manager's choice.
If you ask me, I will play the best center back partnership against Vila, not Bournemouth.
Remember when he said I would love to play Reece James every game, but I can't? It's the same thing.
Is it before we got Colwell injured or after?
Man, either way, it don't matter.
How about manager address that today?
That don't matter, bro. When your best when arguably your best centre back goes for a whole season,
he wasn't even best centre back. He was shite. He was shite at the end of the season. All of a sudden, it changed after the Club World Cup.
Why I said debate it regardless. Your best ball-playing centre-back is gone for the season.
What's the difference between ball-playing centre-back if you have a forward that can hold the ball?
Who you said was shite?
That's a completely different point. But Badia Shields the one that passed.
Yes, Colwell was bad last season.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
Oh,
no, he wasn't. And I ain't even like
full March.
Wow.
From December, from December on to the end of the year, we had like 11 clean sheets. Colwell, and I was one of Colwell's biggest detractors. Colwell played amazing, and then when he went into the summer, Colwell talked some shit going into Club World Cup, and he stepped his game up to another level. I'm not even a Colwell fan, and I had to come in and admit that and say I was wrong about this player. I'm trying to do no revision talking about Colwell was shit. No, the fuck he wasn't. Good fucking pick.
Exactly, Daniel CFC. Everybody wants him fucking sold. I swear, man.
They did his labels and everything, yeah.
Who wanted Colwell sold? Even when I didn't like how he was playing, I didn't say.
Jimmy, there was a few murmurings of it in February. I do remember.
Oh man, nobody. He said everybody wanted him sold.
It wasn't an everyone thing.
All right, when you say everybody wants something sold, that means that's the overall say.
I wouldn't say that, but it was a conversation. It was definitely a conversation.
A bunch of people saying they wanted Colwell sold. I wasn't even feeling Colwell that much, and I wasn't even saying selling him.
Yeah, I think from March onwards he turned himself around, but ultimately you lose Levi Colwell, you should go in the window and act. They didn't act, and here we are paying for that. So that's what the real question is in terms of the quality of the centre backs we still have. How about you just buy one, like we were asking for that? But nah, internal solutions. There's your internal solution. Passing the ball away for the first goal and being flat-footed.
11 fucking clean sheets. 11.
At least Chalobah, the first thing he tried to do was block the long shot from Rodgers and then got caught in a 2v1 situation. Badia Shields the one that fucked everything for that first goal. That was just straight him. He didn't even react after giving it away. He just stood there like a deer in the headlights.
But you could also, if you look at the replay again, after we did turn the ball over, Trevor Chalobah did some NPC shit too.
Chalobah could have been stronger there.
There's no player in front of him.
He could have been a lot stronger. But I get how he came into that and back out because he had to block the shot first or the angle for it and then go to him.
But there's still the man there. You got to get closer to him. If you don't get closer,
I agree. Like it's like primary problem, secondary problem. Like Badia Shields, the massive issue for me in all of that. Chalobah gets caught out and is too weak in the duel. But it's Badiashile. He fucks everything because he don't even come to close him down. He stands there. He don't move.
But like once again, like I said,
also our midfielders didn't help out as well. So
I'll send it back to
Liverpool just went straight forward after they got it. So I'm not even shocked.
I send it back.
There's too much of a gap between.
You know when we lost to Villa under Pochettino, that goal Watkins scored. There was a moment in that game yesterday where it was identical again. It was so. Only time he didn't shoot.
Playing through us
he tried to cut it back.
Which one? Yeah. Since the 58th minute, they played more direct. Yeah,
I know that's exactly the shit with Reece Jackson. They said Fofana's doing the same thing, and
who are you talking about, Dennis Maldini?
Maldini, if you can't find that one for me. That's why fucking Fofana don't play. Y'all keep thinking Fofana not playing based on Maresca. Maresca said
Who's RJ?
Manages minutes. Yeah.
Dennis, who's RJ? Who's RJ?
Reece James.
Reece James. Yeah. It's the health team behind the scene that tell them dudes when they should play. The health team behind the scenes tell Reece James, Fofana, and Lavia when they should play. The manager does not decide that.
Let me go through these super chats. Big up to African Giants again, saying, I honestly don't know what's going on with this club anymore. They're fucking up my mood daily. Was supposed to hit the gym yesterday. Instead, ordered Domino's and a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue and then crashed. Bro, I did the same thing. I was meant to go gym today. I woke up with the worst hangover I've had in 3 months. It was like, yep, wrap that shit up. The club's just got me and you depressed.
Maybe I should stop going after change the gym to David.
Oh, brother. Wasn't Palmer carrying when Pochettino was there? Yes, but it was also a lower expectation with the squad. Also just a lower quality.
It was fucking. It was rock and roll football.
Like, it was solid play.
You got a lot of season. We were 10th until the last few weeks of the season.
Shit was. I don't want that Poch garbage. That shit is garbage.
No one cared. No one cared. We were 10th for the whole of the season and into the last few weeks, and then we finished 6th.
Just the little things that we could try and enjoy. Big up Alios saying, I think the sporting directors don't want us to make Europe. How can we avoid UEFA restrictions? Just don't play in Europe. They know we are shit and they want us to be. I don't think that's the case at all. Because number one, they want the UCL money. Number two, the players are going to want the UCL money as well. And number three, you can't push that as a successful project for you to not even just not make champs, but not make Europe in general. Ain't no
But the thing is, though, that UEFA thing doesn't matter about Europe or not. It's what we spent. It's what we spent. It's about what we spent. And we can't, and because we're allowed to do the hotel things in the Premier League and not in Europe, that's why we've got this thing with UEFA. So it's a matter of thing.
No, because it's about registering players for the Champions League squads, isn't it?
Right.
Because they're all based on your UEFA squads and how much you can sell in the place through that.
Sorry,
But either way, I don't think that's the case in general.
I see people talk about Poch got the best out of Palmer. What did he get out of the team? Who gives a fuck about what he got out of Palmer?
Yeah,
exactly. What did he get out of the team? Nothing.
Fuck, you know what it is? It's just that narrative about Maresca ruining Palmer again. That's been dead from last summer.
About what he got out of Palmer. That's what y'all get horny off of. Oh, Cole Palmer, I can use him on the video game. I don't give a fuck.
Player FC, Jimmy. Player FC,
yeah. He got the most out of Palmer, and we were trash. We was 10th most of that year.
Yeah, exactly. 10th.
Sean says, unfortunately, we joined the shit heap Clear Lake, FSG, Kroenke, Glaziers. Terrible ownership at big clubs. City are very lucky. Oh, that was depressing.
Yes, they are very lucky.
We could have had the Saudis take over, but that got blocked by the UK real quick.
It would be blocked anyway.
We didn't even get the ramp of the system. Overhated. I'd criticize in isolation with him. I know
we're not even Glazers. We're Brazers. That's the way this club look like. Epstein Files. That's how this club is. Epstein FT should be a sponsor.
K Mills saying Roman cleared the debt before leaving. Otherwise, Clear Lake would have fucked your club harder. As a Man United fan, debt multiplies incompetence. Trust me. Oh yeah, though you ain't gotta tell us that.
You're right. That's the one. That's the one.
That's what I'm saying. They, Andrew, they still hold on to the sponsorship valuation because who Chelsea was before.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not learning.
Exactly.
They're supposed to be like, dude, we finished 12th. It's 12 and 6.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like you're coming like, it's like you take the ownership for sponsorship for maybe 2 years,
and then build yourself up, and then go for another sponsorship thing after you've had that. Just take it for 2 years. You're over. That's what I mean. You're running before you're walking. Essentially, we haven't got the consistency of success to go for this sponsorship thing or the amount that you want. Do you know what I mean? Take it for 2 years, then go get another one. It doesn't have to be a 5-10 year sponsorship thing. Just go for 2 years. Just go through it. You know.
So sorry, Jester's just added me, so I've got to respond back to her in a sec. Big up TV Money said we have to accept that nothing will change unless the model changes. It's shit from the top. Maresca has done what he can do. Time to go. Resting Fofana for Bournemouth. Lol. Too many mistakes. But again, you look at that game, and I think Maresca's the last of our problems. We had Villa minimized for 60 minutes. They did nothing with it. Sorry,
let me tell you something.
Oh my God! Will you understand with me and Lewis?
Let him go.
Fofana didn't deserve to start after his Newcastle performance. He cost us 2 goals, and he cost us a third. He didn't deserve to start that game yesterday. He's been shit as well, like the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? This all Fofana's going to change everything. He's shit like the rest of them. Shit like the rest.
As much as I believe in Fofana, I'm not going to defend the mistakes he's made because they've led to too many goals. It would be disingenuous to do that. I get it.
Yeah.
Lumi for the super sticker.
Field goal is the only thing you deserve out of this drive.
And
big up to Aniket. Go on, Daniel.
Yeah, I'll just say it is part. And you know, I've been shitting on these French guys for a while, but I just got to be honest, man. If I'm looking at what I got, that partnership has been one horrible game, and that was they let Voltemade just do whatever the fuck he wanted to. Apart from that, they've been good, man. I can't complain.
Fofana doesn't track defenders. We've seen it.
Ball watchers, that's his problem. Yeah,
they're ball watchers. That's what they are.
Crosses into the box in space.
So they was good against Arsenal for you.
Against Arsenal, yes, we had 9 men.
What does that have to do with the fact that Fofana left Marino? He just left him.
And then he did it against Atlanta a week later.
Week later, Samaka, we win it. He just he had his man, and he just walk away and watch the ball. That's Fofana. That's
not perfect. It's not perfect.
No, this is the thing. The argument's in the middle. That's our best pairing, but they need to do better.
That's basic from a center back, to be fair.
If you get cooked,
but
I don't even mind if you get cooked.
On average, right? Even when they conceded back then, it's 1 goal, right?
Nah, but it's not 1 goal.
But look at it though. Lewis can pull it up. I looked at it. Listen, if we're going by standards of what Chelsea center backs are, these guys suck. When you look at the rest of the league,
what center backs are.
I know you are, and that's why you're fucking up. You got to go by what this league is.
I'm going by what
you got to go by what this league is.
What do you mean go by what this league is? When you buy players, you don't buy players only in the league. You get to buy people across the fucking world.
I agree with that, but if you're telling me,
what are you talking about? Why I gotta look at what the league is? I don't give a fuck what the league is.
You kind of have
to buy players from all. You are not restricted to. We only gotta buy players from here. You buy players from all over the world.
You have to look at it. Gotta look at it, man.
Shah Aniket saying sporting directors and owners shitty wage cap policy. BS, if you're planning to challenge for the Premier League. Yeah, man, now throw Maresca under the bus when results expose the fuck up. Get a new manager. Have to give time. Same motherfucking cycle. I don't think the root of it is the wage cap policy. It's just they're playing ignorance to profiles that we need to be getting. All in the name of pet projects that they want to just keep working on, like Garnacho and Gittins. If a wage issue wouldn't have stopped us getting Semenyo in the summer if we had brain cells that were working.
It's over.
We could have just got him for 75k a week. Fine. Now he's going to Man City and we're trying to lure him away from a 200k a week pay packet. It didn't have to get to that point. This project's meant to be all about getting these players before the other league teams want them. Here we are trying to do a little inquiry. You want to come home? You want to come home to Chelsea? Fuck that, man. And big up to the G that is Dak saying, at what point do we recall Jackson? This is peak. This is just how peak it is.
Right, this is what happened.
You were yelling with me yesterday on why Maresca, and now you changed your mind since yesterday's game that quick on Maresca?
About what?
You should rewatch your stream after the game about Maresca. You should watch
about the substitutions,
about everything, about the whole game.
Yeah, I said he fucked up by taking Palmer out because that's not what I would have wanted him to do.
Okay.
So I was like, and I've still maintained that point. I was like,
but
I don't know.
back to that,
There's a few other things I'd add to that, yeah.
Going back to that Jackson thing, he would score 2 goals out of 4 games. Then when it score for 7, you guys would go, "Why the fuck did we bring him back for?" You guys,
I'll keep the same energy. He's not prolific.
And he didn't even want to stay here anyway. He wanted to go sit on another bench, so it is what it is. It's all fine. You man, though, I gotta wrap this stream up because I gotta head on to Chelsea Fan TV. So you man, like, it's been great and everything.
Jimmy wants an invite to that show.
You already know what it's like with Alex over there. He didn't really like the Charlie Kirk stuff. Oh, brother.
Big up
you man,
everybody.
big up everybody though. It's been very
Happy New
therapeutic.
Year.
Big up to the panel.
Yeah,
big up to
Happy
the
New
chat.
Year.
Back live tomorrow. Up the Blues. Big up everyone. We're heading over.